wa ebraimu prempremu a fu obo no ekosoro no obetimi aboa amanagina brane sanso ena yewia honorable okujeto ablakwa wosoafo ya wohye omanyi ene amahodo so ensem so wono so ede ensem bi atoja ede afa ewiase nyina sa yenka ye homom na yema asomdue eni hene ensem woyi ene de ka ho bie ena yede ebesomo anopai anonti ene yentna yetwa ye ho ba na yatoaso Yetwaso dia me medekase no ebesomo eye obrempon akwasi yaboa yemfa kase no enhyehyɛ so na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampanyin enei wokopia mu awo doma ebra na wopa 24-hour economy market wopa ho entoma ewo ho no ochiremu se economy no sesei ejina brane pa na ne nyina ejina adwen mu enhyehyɛ ahodo a wonum ahwe na wode adwen ato sikasam enhyehyɛ spending ahodo a wo spende ewo my Ghana mu no ne nyina eka ho bi na aboa ama enei economy no etimi afa ne ntoma pa ede afra ebra obefa abanya no na yede afrase ne nsema ne sha ye no ene economy no agina ne naso pa na ebo adwuma sei ene wode tuja
na yedwa se ye pia montena ye de asokɔbɔ foma mu behu sɛnea unim no ye beji ye no na enioma ye den ankasa na yesika sem aye den enti na ewo se yenibre ne ehwɛ se ne betutu nioma yie se ne beya sika sem ne beye mre na Ghana fo eho atomo enti ampa na beya afini ye na ejuma ene ye tutu nioma ye hwe sika sem so ya chichiri nyoma se ne beya yense sika basa a sa sika ni na ye de be hye empuntu ejumam na nana menije se mejina wenim aka che o se ejuma ya ye afi metimi de mensa esimebo aka se ampa Ghana yisika sem nyamiadom eyeye.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama twaso de nsem ne bi eka ho na wo kasa na wo kiremu na wo tu wo hwese 24-hour economy market ebetumi akoso no eno mu na wo kiremu se market we eye wo tramo den pa ene ebeboa abafode suku wom a police station wom bibia bia ehiama enipa sitena mu etimi ehenhan no na bibia ekoso suku ni nyina bi ewom ebema adwadifo no so eho ahenhan wom pa wo ba wo ma no obetimi dia koja suku mu ho na bibia akoso kama okoso atufo se empo police station a eba mu no wochi kromfo wo dwam ho a de sese wo ya ene se wo de ne beko police station na aboa eno ene market a domafo wonum ensa aka sei ene wo ka no
ne drawing wo ho mo be hu senia yewia edwa no etie enti ene de ba se ye de aso bebo fom na yesi ya sha se ene doma hinkro de na edwa bia ewo nyoma bebre ewom yewo office aye crash form be hwe edwa no so omo office ewo dwanum yewo daycare center ye kindergarten nti ye maame mo ene obi a oye adwuma wo market no se wo wa bofra a wo pese omohwe no so wo de no be call daycare center na kindergarten no na wo ton ade no na ono so sua ade yewo baby a friend hospitality area eho ena restaurants baby a toto akoko nketenkete ye toto nam ne ade ye chichi nkosua ye nwa mu ene ade nti e kom de wa okotena ho a na a condition ball na eja ultra wenum edwedi na yewie na yebia ano a omo a na eja omote ha no ai che se yeyi omu fi ha se ye be sha ase no se omo pe baby atna e wodwanum a brofo kasam will give them priority. Enti omo aye displace omo nyina fi ha se ye be cha omo ene ye be hwe omo first no
na yento so emfamfiri emrahye bedwafie emrahye bedwafie ukopie mu awo hono mu a committee ya wono na ehwe energy eso wo modern ranking member deputy ranking member opening Collins Adomako Mensa honorable ensem bi atujwa no kire se wo ba o my Ghana said ye eneyi ye bo amane se Iran US any Israel bonum ntokwa nti no ene fuel prices Ghana ekosoro eno anam so ama ahokyere ebetumi aba adrabafo so ahokyere ebeba wona wode frango edi juma wo my Ghana mu eno nti wo sre aban no se esefata se ebrei mu levy ya eda fuel so ewo o my Ghana mu no wonhwe na bonyi emfamfiri ho se de beya ebeboa na atete fuel no ne prices ha ekosoro no ebetimi atete so na aboama omamu fuel so eho atimi ahan wo mo na bibia so akoso se de wo pe no.
The world has changed. The city is no longer absorbing anything. According to projections by the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, petrol prices could rise by as much of 16.92% and diesel by 76% alone, driven by a sharp surge in crude oil prices from approximately $71.41 per barrel to over $100 per barrel in mid-March, amid the war involving the United States, Israel, and Iran. Diesel was selling at 15.60 per liter, and petrol had exceeded 12.40 per liter. The Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act of 2025 officially added approximately 1 Ghana cedi to the price build-up, bringing the total energy sector shortfall and debt repayment levy to 1.95 Ghana cedi for petrol and 1.93 Ghana cedi for diesel. If the guarantee has been restored, and if the cedi is no longer shielding consumers from levies impacts, then the justification for the 1 Ghana cedi doomsday levy has completely evaporated. Keeping it is not policy, it is punishment. We call on government to immediately amend the Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act 2025 under a certificate of urgency to
Honorable Collins Adomako Ekosua Edin 72 ja ena wo kire se osofo ya ohye oja hoden yeso John Jenapo se wonhye na prepaid ya wokoto a ene ase motian frama na ne nyina ehwim esan ekono ehwehwemu ya wo hye yese wonu munya no onfa meto abonten na Ghana fo enhu de enti a sa dwumadie no etimi ekoso sa.
That 7-day deadline expired on 4th March 2026. Today is 18th March 2026. We are now well past 3 weeks since the minister's directive. The report has not been published. The minister has not addressed the public. Consumers are still watching the prepaid credit drain. This is not a new crisis. The cycle of consumer outcry, followed by audits announcements, followed by unresolved complaints, has now repeated itself at least twice within 14 months. The PRC's own executive secretary, Dr. Shafiq Suleiman, identified 3 distinct technical causes for the rapid credit depletion, ranging from meter connectivity failures to aging hardware unable to process the new MYTO tariff parameter. He further confirmed that consumers would not be left to absorb the cost of metering errors and that PRC would ensure refunds where and state clearly how many meters have been replaced, how many consumers have been compensated, and what systematic.
Honorable Collins Adomako Befiko so the assembly be eka ho no chire mu sehwe se obepie mu wo my Ghana ha no mu a enche pi na PURC for ebebo mane se watete nsuo ne nkane aso na eno de wo ka kire wo soafo ne se won hwe na won te so biem efise santi so na eba ye no se bi enuru ba bia.
The Public Utilities Regulatory Commission announced on 13th March 2026 reductions in electricity and water tariffs effective 1st April 2026, with electricity tariffs falling by an average of 4.81% and water tariffs by 3.06%. We say plainly, this reduction is insufficient, and Ghanaian consumers deserve far better. We have carefully reviewed PURC's own quarterly data for 2025. What those figures reveal is a consistent and systematic pattern of overprojection in both inflation and exchange rate assumptions. The warranted tariff reduction for the current period should have been, and I repeat, should have been no less than 10%. Our own analysis of the full year 2025 data concurs. The 4.81% reduction announced by the PURC does not reflect the actual economic conditions of 2025.
Osrafo ya wo hye oman Ghana ne amanhodo so ensem so Honorable Okujeto Abrakwa ene ye kasei wakopiemu ewo Kazakhstan na wakopiemu wo honom na ode tudwa se moma ye nyina ewiase nyina yenka ye homom na yema asumdie eni hene na asumdie di hene wo wiase a ebeboa ama adwadi ahodo a yedi na amanhodo so nyina atimi aboa ama ewiase economy no atimi agina brane na aboa ye nyina ama mpuntuo so atimi aba ede ama ewiase nti yema asumdie eni hene.
Finally, highlight the need for global peace. We have discussed the world situation, and we want to reiterate our call for peace. We do not think that the ongoing wars serve humanity well. It does not augur well for the protection of life, of property, and trade. Already, the global economy is now in turmoil. Oil prices are rising. Logistical challenges now have clearly emerged. The Strait of Hormuz is closed, it's affecting shipping, it's affecting haulage and maritime activities. This does not augur well for global commerce. It does not augur well for global stability. And our two countries are known for peace. We are advocates.
Edom kumaya wonum ewo emrahye bejafie na wonum ede wonsa etinetine His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ninia Ibrahim Mahama so se ana de wo kire nyina ene se oba obepiemu ewo my Ghana enkamia ye se asoya ya wonum ehwe efomagudie etuo so no akosi Ibrahim Mahama akodi ne nsemo Ghana mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni nua bema no wono ena akodi ne nsem de ono beka ena yetie empanifo a wonum eda saaso ye no ano ene bibia wono na wonum eka kire no eno enam so bi emmoa ema pepepe ye enkoso ewo my Ghana mu se eba efomagudie ene eho ensemo a eno nti esefata se wohu na wo hwe de obeye ede afa ho.
Seeing the creeping presence of state capture. And it's an issue which the NDC, who was in opposition, made it a topical matter. They were constantly on it. And there are some of us who believed that that angle that they came contributed in no small measure in Ghanaians showing the exit. So while they use that particular parameter to actually assess us and judge us, it is only proper that whilst in office in the last 1 year, we also try and turn the skills on them and see how they have performed under that particular parameter. Now, Ghana stands today at a defining moment in our natural resource governance. Barely 1 year into the administration of President John Dramani Mahama, we are witnessing what can only be described as a dangerous drift towards state capture in the mining sector. This is not an abstract concern.
Kasi ayawde na weni agye ho a de wo so masene emamede ebrewo anopai eye K Edu gas and oven wase menka kire wo say se wope oven papa na wonso wo de ujuma se bibi biada wo ye bia no eye na so ye na wobekọ na wonso wakonya bie eno nti K Edu Gas and Oven say bra na wonum ema obi wose hyehye man wobeboa wo ama ahyehyehye a aba no wo de ebi enka wo na wonso wo ho atọ pa frɛ wonum ewo ahoma ya ego wo screens ye eso no na wonye wo so bia ye biada wo ewo wiase Ghana ama afana nyina no wonum ebetumi aboa na wonsa atumi akabi na bibia akoso sede wo hwehwe no me a mede kaseye ebesomo medin ene obrempon akwasi yeboa ejumadi no aguso a etwa so Daybreak Kojo Marfo ene na pamfo ebetena se na wonum ede diaka nyina ede atwa so
Si anope na domine na humo bra wama no ayekese ewe so ene yawada ade echi ochina yenuanu muslimifo a wokọ nkotodwa nim di wontiri ebo fom sebe ya oman Ghana befa ne ntoma pa afira no ochina na wo home ni nyina so na yede nase ne ayeye ama yenyankopon ala yesom no nti ochina ene juade nyina oman ne hihye mu no aban se homeda ema yenuanom muslimifo na wonya da no etesa na yenso anigye kwanso ya home ede ata won achi diano pe ye mo ache ya ma wakwa aba eba Daybreak dwumadie so wo fache television efisa abrekopim se nondu ebeboye wa ha yade nkomoni nyina ebro ka kire onua se ya tenase na ko social media platforms nyina so na uko TikToker obenya fache television wo ho se uko YouTube obenya fache television wo ho uko Facebook obenya fache television wo ho X platform no so obenya fache television wo ho se opese nkomo aye dididi nyina no ukan na uhunu mu domu asukonso a na wakoyen online facheonline.com facheonline.com na honso wakodi won komo no afi ho wakenkan ne a ekoso ewe man Ghana mu nyina da wonkrata nkomo no yede bebro wagudie mu nsam nhihye te sen enura Champions League eba so nkunimdie eba ma bi ebi nso animguase poto ni nyina ho nkomo no team no beba no pay no nso no de nkomo no abro yebenya akwanya ne mampani adi nkomo ano pay ba ni nyina no kai se fache television obetimi the voice note or text message and WhatsApp messages no abrain wo de ba yebeken kan ma wiase atonka na wonso ne pa wo e de boa ma oman Ghana afa de ntoma pa afra no ya ye ne sa pepepe e de amount ti se de unim no anopay minu aba no o se enema bi esisi nti sika kakra ba oboa no de aba nti fridge na ekọ no gbehu se sika no aba man sesanso aba afia anope me mo achi me gidi sa wo ho ye the maestro is here ti anope ye fa African proverb no ye ba at the top of the morning ebebro na afi nkomo a ekoso ye man Ghana mu no ye de ni nyina abramo the African proverb this morning money is sharper than a sword. Money is sharper than a sword. That's the African proverb for this morning. Anope say you can say sika nam echen pia na ye kan se enema na nka pia betimi aye no enne sika timi ye e ma ne broso sika etimi ma nipa bia na nka oni wafa no otimi bedi wafa sika e ma ne na nka oni animonyam no otimi enya animonyam fi se sika betimi atosa animonyam no enema dodo a sika timi ye no pia na nka ewowa ede ohaw ne amane ye bebre no sika etra saa nneema ni nyina nti yebese yebo wa mane ye ka kire wo se unya akwanya na se upe sika pebi ifise sika timi ye nneema bebre pia no ewo de oye sika nso wo nneema pa eye nti anopei ye kan foma pe sika na sika timi ye nneema bebre ye de ma onipa ne dada brabo ne eni ho nkra sika etimi de ba ti anopei pe sika bobra se de Kojo fusu kan sika ya ade nyina ye da ase sa no pe odi we nso atu kotodwam bobra se de se ne fata na bibia nkoso fache television so and away maestro mache
ofa ojoso
etisen
bacho yankopon na dom bibia boko
investment e bayi wo be sha ase na ye nso sika yi wa fe kakra de amai
ofa sika hu hia luma na kan no se sika mfi bi enim nti se okoto se da bola so kra no wafa no pepa ho na odi abaka kama afa se face no yani your public toilet no dokona okoto to queens kakra wo ebimu omde ne manu no masasa no omakotwitwi so na ehjem drewia ogo wura no ese dia akoma no ne yakodio to basika 7 day efe ni agro to basika 7 day
basika 7 ni agro
de over be ma de what wo so pesika gu botom be mo ho den eyesika For we are near nam no. Bema wa ho den e sika.
Tie se da ye pe sika wa
Ofa.
babo ni mu.
Ona so ho ofe osonwa wo ho ofe e ma ya da ofa. Oba ba ho ne sika nu botuma ofa obeja wakọ.
Tie no pe no ana. Ya bebuo no e ka no. Osisika ya de nyina se opre na unya sika.
So opre na unya sika ofa.
Obi wo botomu a.
Eye
Eno ano.
fa eye.
Eno ano.
Ene odon sensem no odọ kakra na sika nso abem. Sika be mu a ene mo odọ no eso. O sika be mu kra oma kra de o mfrɛ daddy no kra ya na ofa sonko. From Dazi.
Na o maka Dazi dia na o girlfriend no be kan say.
Okay, Zazi. Why so see you two a year sense as you fontom as you so say no. Government will need to spend a lot of money to make sure say those lands na asanso asay no krum hanom no. I will say ihwe ne kata so na bibie koye de mo man no. Ofa. Galamsey destroy a lot of things in our country. Ofa bebe me yapa no. Eno me di hu komedi koko nkomo wa ha. Ofa matena ka say ohwe Ghana the three commodities are etimi ebo oman no akonma a eboa ema oman no efa no ntuma pa efra eye gold cocoa ene oil. Galamsey no I am announced to the extent say now Galamsey no did the call one particular commodity a activity eboa ema oman enya a lot of revenue which is cocoa. Offer ma mindi nkomo bi fancho nothing nkomo na mi dinasi yi pa offer yenkro mo hanom no. There were a lot of vegetation that we have in our country. Obeka a bit to say Guinea Savannah revenue. Our Ghana lose because of Galamsey offer $2 billion and a Ghana lose because of Galamsey. But yes, still, you need to offer. Because the sound we didn't come no sense what I say because of say political parties so more chrome offer bebre na ka. Traditional rulers are more chroma bebre ka of Galamsey. It ain't mean political parties. It mean political parties campaigns. And traditional rulers ewo kroma. Omumi enu nyina kan bi ewo kroma. Offer from 1988 to 2008, the number of licenses ye and I say omutimi epawe edema most of these mining companies no it was 40 in number from 88 to 2008. Meaning say na yen release licenses no emfa ma manfo so munko tu Galamsey ne sa na se omunko ye se bi agudie mu adwuma sa. From 2009 to 2016 2009 at that time na era kofo free aban so 2009 to 2016 was the period of NDC. Now o check the number of licenses almost a release year. It was 59 licenses almost a release year, but from 2017 to 2025 emun koma midi because 2025 in the 7th January and era John Dramani Bahama ebesi akunya so but from 2017 to 2025 7th January offer 2,151 licenses in the release year over 2,151 licenses in the release year emu fakese na no eye Galamsey e koso ewe nkrom hanom no enti na no ye ada na era John Dramani Bahama edi nkomo no nya bedi Ghana akonya no odi nkomo bi wose Galamsey for na ya chom di edi omegu afias no oba grant om amnesty because of say most of these guys na ya chom no omo campaigns na nkasa ewo hono ma omo de yentimi nkwache om because of omo political affiliation anyhow powerful that they are yentimi nkwache omo of what it means they say right now no President Adiatum say Galamsey ntokwa no ayedin dia ma o man Ghana. The country is losing a lot of revenue. The country is losing a lot of things from other resources or offer. Now, the who crown say a gold board. Aba. I say gold ye trading a kese. Gold ni mum airboa amay economy ne jinano. What it means, they say some crofo way in a gusu air Galamsey na. Say nebe kwa kuyi. Galamsey no air babedi hini kese. Somewhere abine in the gold board. Now abine invest heavily gold board. Now gold board trade very well on the world market. Year to flat rate. When I say year to the royalty rate from 5 flat % to 14 flat %. No offer currently as we speak. No after na gold hun sensem no essence be di hini yenkroma eba na sana Galamsey for no. Aso so ebe yirom ho aye adwuma. because ono koton ni gold no e de ma gold bar because gold bar e di nkomo so mo ntom gold no free galamsey for fine but galamsey for gold no mo eni na e fine afi na galamsey ne san so be di hin e we nkrom a offer it will take other miracle unless God descend from heaven no aba not an angels naba angels of destruction naba oba omo mu tu galamsey e wo baby e wo enkurase baby non or the oma hyamne no akato mo so no asanso amma yam political party leaders no and I say some of the people don't more involve themselves in galamsey no wasanso amma mo adwen a omo de betima sashra e de free galamsey no anya sa in commander president John Dramani Mahama edia waji atum se na ono anka ne party nkrofo na ka hu bi na galamsey no mutu no offer enya de se ebetimi etwa ewukrum hanom da offer ko western region krampa ahomete wonam kwa ho pe na wo hu se galamsey pen koso police station wo honom but omuntimi nko galamsey honom site wo enko country om se be omunja galamsey no mutu wo honom no yenso nyina se na country ni essence oboka nanoid as a chemical of a yensanso hu nanoid ne chemical no even the effect ebe sanso dia bring ni pedua no enti nano a the EPA boss Nana Makluche professor Kluche edi nkomo say $200,000 or the things when offer na essential into offer so the $200,000 things when na say yeti ankobre ni yeti river pra most of these water bodies in can offer checking the amount of money that the government will invest. And even apart from that, how safe are we? Says our chemicals no enya some for swap bonnie away ni pediem. This is how far. Galamsey no. Ya to akoso, aso galamsey so ashenkophobia as political parties phobia ama galamsey no ababedru. Apa baby abedru no and America no be say it will take only God and no best sanity free soro or the angels no abehye omomo ye galamsey okromo nyina ase owi a no asanso ama ye mpenifo no adwen sachra so mo sachra omadwen no mo say yensu no omo say yensas no omo say yen
why should it take leadership? I agree that leadership is everything, but minu community no aye team no community no aye team ade no aye nyina aye nim se emwaye ya ma ho kwan na nkrofo ye. I am always for mining in this country. Yentimi enya inhira emfisika kokko mu ne yenka nkyere ye ho se yetu sika kokko no a enyeyi but eyen hyehyeye ene mmra ene sese ye de ye adwuma nti nei yenka se mu bia ntu oman na gudie yese famram enhyehyeye mu na nyatumi krata ode beye ena wo ya ye won hyehyeye eda ho but the yetia so oman ne se eni so obia ekotu agudie ewo nsuom eni so obia ekọ kwayem na okotu agudie no wo ho obi bia obeye saade na emra no etia engineer ekoso no eye yenhwe yese yede mra ebeye adwuma na emra no beye adwuma wo community ni mu no wo ka ho bi ena emra beye adwuma efize me no mienu ti hei so obi awura manso kwanta kwaye bi mu a me no mienu ye hu da bi ye hu but wo mo atikuro ni mu no omo ne behu omo behu se obi awuram was eho enye aso ene nkrante da bi ene yedi tu ye agudie no omo di mfidie ene etu ye agudie no nti mfidie no betwam akọ kwaye ni mu a yehu se esinsuo ne so na eye adwuma yehu nti esese ye bo yensa ase ne ho ban nti na bo nananum din a me na wo ya adwen no fi se obi bia obeba so obeye adwuma obesi nananom so yes ne wa mesi nananom so no se de okogye asase na opese usi dan a wo ho angrofo bi beba se nanase brahim fie no saa na obi wura kwayem saa na obi wura nsuo mu a esese nananom ma wo mani kɔ hɔ na wo mo apamfo a wo ne won ye adwuma a obi kɔtɔ asase a yeso oni nkrata nti omra ahemfie no saa na ese so omoye ba se nananom anye de ese so omoye na womo a yamma womo tumi e wo districts no town and country pro omo nyina anye de ese so omoye a ye bekoso akasa biensi me de mampani asem o kan ye no eye se wakan saa wakan wie no anamon a wo mutu
and the same
anamon a wo mutu because eye dan na ontimi meka asem fufuro bi ankyere ye mfi se yenim se eye party for na eye adwuma no so omo ye MPP for so omo ye NDC for omo ye party for it is a party for ye dia na oman ne ma ho kwan a ese se mra no ani wonumudi eno na beboa me yatimi apem akoye ni bize na de ye di nyare wa ahoro enura na ye di ho nkomo ye ka kidney issues ye ka diabetes ye ka cancers ahoro ni nyina no
as a result of this
kwan a ye fa so etu ye agudie e ka ho bi nti me ne wo ya adwen ba de me ka ne se emra be ye adwuma wo kurom na ye nyina be ma ho kwan ma mra no aye adwuma obekọ no na police officer bi ti ho a opeso de mra ye adwuma nanso say above the law somebody gives instructions from the top obekọ no na ohini bi wo ho a opeso ye adwuma nanso tumi bi firi baabi na eba emrante ne mabaawa no ebepeso ombebo o masase ne ho ban ombebo o nsuo ne ho ban ombebo o kwaye ne ho ban nanso yesi tumi bi efiri soro eba nti ye nyina beboa na sa tumi no efiri soro ban watena soro ho no o masase so dia yebetimi aye bibi ankoba saa dia ene ye kungu anopa wo a wo hweyen na wagye bre na nkomo aye di wani gye ho no onso betimi afre na wakyera adwen se mampani se de wadi nkomo no e ka kyerɛ yen se afei no kore no abedadi party fo ni nyina agye tum so omo ye eno kyerɛ se yebetimi asia no kwan yebetimi aye ho bibi ana se wanya agye atum ne kyerɛ se enyi anopa wo betimi ne yɛn di ho nkomo on 020-633-4646 020-633-4747 oba na onso wakyera adwen galamsey okono sen na ekọ wo baabi awo no sen na ohu no mampani se enye MPP fo nko a ne party mani bi nso de won ho agimu a wo mutu kwan be ne nyina ye befa so a galamsey ebetimi asi ano kwan maka se oman sika kokko ye nyina ye dia ti eze se ye nyina ye di so mfa so hello good morning mpacho down ho de na afa ye nti o hello good morning
The program now is very educating. Now, the next one is there were government agencies here now the authority to show you they should just I don't know one. In the question, because I am familiar with you. So you can suffer from a Bible, and currently, for the first man, every says, you can man a story what Afia for. Let that as well from because the first people shoot a number of euros, the people here. Making up the one stage of the aquatic university. You will be showing the reactions after. If you need to actually out of the art. Let us again, I know, and not know, yes, we will be off.
all right yeah that's it anopay onzo betimi aba yeguso aye di oman ne ho enkomo fache television so daybreak jumedie ye de ebrel ofra na wakyera adwen good morning Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Openi down where did you enti
Dear Robert, make us a few Konongo, Santiago.
Yenti Robert.
Eddie, Sapon, the part to say penny for them. And it is behind because Kukuru and Jaya, Keke, Nijay and Bayading. So if you say, the new meal, you need sky, the Wakoto, even a bobo ya granny board in my na ye bokase ye kwakoto excavator mpanimfo omo sisi so no omo na eto excavator na dikum na omo sei so no mo bi enfa blame ni matemamuni bi ada timamuni oni adwuma ye tipani anase dikani omo ino mo dikamfo de fidie na ba besisi so no so omo frɛ ya sei ye be adwuma na ye be kwakoye ye ba so asa pani na anase dikani na ono te soro hono no ye mechino ye no mun ye bekie mai na dia de ne bae wanda dia fidie ne bae it is something for no ya anchichi omo emfri asase wo su Ghana asase wo se so a na se ye ku galamse ye boa ye da tendia ya na aya na sententai na achichi ntefre ne nwansi na ne ntontom ne mum ye fan sen wa no mun ne hon keka ho ne de enti wo yebi ye kase ye kone sade a enye if you say empenifo ni bi amoro Ghana for empenifo ye wicked omusumu mo den omunni tema edema timamfo no omo se so mo made omo akwa kodu abrochi mem e na omo di abrochi ho benefit na ye ha de omo say ye nyegu ha akontu ye nyina ye tubi etubi na ho no mo say yes sebe nyansa o sebe no kure ni se to Ghana ye sure any buy the chain now be all kind of be if running to ma but to cast in some good ya no can boom no so
Yeah, that's it. Anopay. You go so ye din komo. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Bacho ye you. All right. Obi wa homa so aye betimi no edin komo ansana. Ye agudie mu nsem abrel. Daybreak jumedie wo Fache television so mene the maestro ewa ha ye din komo efa omen ye zika kokko kwan a ye fa so tu no ene nsunsanso bone a ede brain se oman obetimi a join on our Facebook platform, obetimi a join on TikTok, obetimi a join on Instagram, obetimi a join on our YouTube platform or multi TV channel so a honso obetimi ne din komo. Hello, good morning. Bacho down who di ni enti wa no pay. All right. Yemfa enkomo no ensi ha megidi ye say o send him voice note, text message, any WhatsApp message and also you can kind the amount. Good morning. Openi yenti. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I tell me, within this, I fit to chill. Galamsey, come on, go can Ghana, don't again, I'm going to the Omudina, business is down the gap. Galamsey, don't pay for me. Ghana pay for party play, and this is MPP for America. I have boys almost the United
Yenzu that's an opay and ode a ode ebe kan maestro. Yemfa ensi ha. May your sure messages na bebani aken kan am on 020-754-3637. 020-754-3637. Yana ye humra na afei agudie mu nkɔmɔ sɛ de tie amanone ene ɔman Ghana yɛmfa ne nyinaa mmerɛ ugusu a wɔhwɛ yɛn wɔ fakyɛ television so Mache. Na etzen.
Alhamdulillah. Na adwa hode wo.
Ya da Yehowa ase. Yehowa ne mehwefo maka che o se bibia ehia me. Na anope menye sa adesua mfiri wo nkyɛn.
Okay.
Minim se akom kyene no ye wie.
Yeah.
Ti se echna ene last day.
Yeah.
Nti ochna homedan.
Yeah.
Botae ne ye den.
Botae ne ye tiawa ankopon ka ewo Quran mu kire say emre bi beso eduru hwa awose wodu yefunu eto talks about Ramadan, the importance a ewum eduru awose wodu yefunu eto ho in the next 29 and 30 days. Reason be 29 30 because in Islamic calendar you need 28 days and you need 31 days. We have either 29 or 30. This are for 29 and 30 no wodu yefunu beto no wa bompaye as tonton onyankopon uwie a awose wokɔ na akoda ase akomkire na we nyina mpaye na obo ye nyina na kɔbɔ mpaye egusu na ada nyankopon ase na mudidi emme na mujimu ani enye sɛ wokɔji wani nso a wakɔji ama na boro so in a bad way nemu nyame na wo somo no na wawie na wo da na ase nti sɛ wo be celebrate a it should be moderate, it should be reasonable, it should be religious. I say yekoye party wo ha yekoye we the purpose of 30 days or 29 days they say we get closer to your maker. The one you get closer to your maker, we in celebrating that you don't go overboard.
I see. The way the yentias yemuno edidie ne onom ye chene mana
na bi kase no donchi no e do ada na yekum wa e chene ma we de celebration kitwa bi nti we ne ma chenim.
I see.
Ma hu say ndura na nkofo ani abere internet no say timo ko school asua RME o RME master catch say e do feto ye chene ma hostel eduru anam wo mu nkramufo na ahofo no mu die mu na dabe na mmeji maduan dabe na mmeji na mpaache we ye chene
ti we de ya akomchi na wie ne yeda nyame ase so de yen twa
we no celebration we na nsheda nye hu bia kese no de wo ye nim no donchi na no na celebrate in 3 days nti no de merry making wo
ya da ase
kumwa
ya da ase na Champions League na yebo but
okay you go Champions League
say yebo Champions League we are seeing na Champions League
matches na here na say Tuesday in run and say Champions League
eno na me baso no say akoba ne say because score lines no determine
5
the yenimu no
there
ade na akoba
football na abafom
football abafom
1 standard abafom 2 mahu sendra na sky for no omo de sa no mte omo te se ekrum hafo Ghana yusuban ya no bibia ye explanation
No mu chiri mu se ti ade ma na yesa.
Almost say our fixers near congested that boss too much in tina mom clubs na bre. Ya small. Ya ball group phase we ya almost system qualify almost Premier League is the best. What champions to fear near none in the three. Hey, England, you know, almost English coach ni majuma pa your friend Eddie Howe. On the Kojo 7 and rap. Ya instead of them to admit say abobo no from kofo ya dey so say there be omo matches ne doors na Premier League games and teams na ebo nti omu ntimi enhome masoma
open settings we are se pa Britain for no yes settings
send no me colonial masters omo na dey ye okrom ha bia
omo yes settings chen obia
omo dey ye wo ha bia omo na kire ye na dey na white kan ni pani nim say white because there be for paper here then animi oh ye white but dey obo wow or yet to suit na agenda oboa
right and of enkomo no said the tie
now we say the message we now say you the day you squad the enfa the make
and na say mu ni obia
sa as a campaign as ya start ignite be move because
me dey maka say ss e de no kobi
that squad we there offer
na say mo ya analysis enrechi analysis amoye mu am concede say you need midfielders papa bia wo
offensive midfielder bia ni midfielders na wo papa ewum maestro boss Thomas Partey ono so say maestro na be dia dance say
Partey die
na adwini ni boss
na Kudus so
apira they say Ghana ni bia ko nkoto dwa ni ma bon pae say Mohamed Kudus so be na mana
they did your own kobi
enye de open de me pe but makoma so ade ne say
makoma so ade say the day you your friend that's the problem
so onya
ompene
oma ye nhu se wa return
ya return no
say enya wo coach no na say catch there say de is a closed chapter oba no wa ma ye nhu say you closed chapter or say at this point on hia no
still point na mu dey that's way
it's a project
point na mu dey over we cover why
you mate
right that is one much more about Ediba Fache TV Kasam for you so braso sa no pai ye wuro na fe so Daybreak dwumadie no so ye ba agukan nsem nsem de coach cover ma ye bedan chirin e de amo afisem bebre e wo ha Emmanuel Ajimambadu edin koma Santegoro manager Prince Owusu adin komo Frempon Manson Mayanga Nations FC Gafara no so the summer hold on to ya this and many more AFF bank of farmers and UEFA Champions League round 16 games eba so Barcelona ko Bayern Munich qualified teams they bring ko mani me Europa League now for Conference League Neymar Santos Junior ne nkomo kakra wo ha many more ewurama yede ni nyina eba Ben Nas executive producer no pai waterche abo ansem ni nyina no yede eba T-Bread etanachi Abu Diaby Ricardo Varas and official Luther King woman nyina ebo amedin ede Habib Mohammed from the special one MCL Junior Aki Ola and official programs manager Beku coach nyina ebo amadwuma de netimi abantantam so yen shall say ye rom na fe yendin komo M-Fan 7.2 and the yen shall say M-Fan for the former player Edema the Black Stars of Ghana Odenese Culture akoye adwuma Emmanuel Ajimambadu ne Aduana Football Club wono ene ye in charge of international relations opening na din komo en wakasa ediafa yen Black Stars of Ghana debutanta coach Otuado Atone staff was here to say eno wo Edema Mrante no.
Well, the first year I met him the amount was a baby or more no experience intimi so mo fu bebre so mo ba mo money so mo money and all your coaching is as more the mom near me to my can say Kwenya no Mujama, they should play their heart out. Whether we lose or we win, the Ghanaian supporters will appreciate them. Very simple.
Oh, ayen komo kakra Emmanuel Ajimambadu bebe 22 ja afuto kakra or the Emma debutant Makoma Konaya coach Otuado Atone South from Munsem any day Emma wie you know osan kasa ade for the Black Stars of Ghana yen squad yato sa ade from when to say eno din in common.
Well, not the familiar faces now. You know, Omo qualifies maybe the African Cup qualifies now. Omo World Cup qualifies maybe. I'm saying, if I'm not mistaken, they 95% and 93%. From the 4 debutants, any Etimania Omo. Gradually, no, not barely. No, we are seeing a squad that will be going to the World Cup. Apart from a poster boy, Kudus were working on all the solutions to continue and say gradually. I clear the kind of players I don't because of the kind of high profile games I cover and the kind of list you're coaching at the buy. And the familiar faces are in, and this is the squad here. Everybody was waiting for. There was a lot of names outside there about some.
Edo nkomo kakra Emmanuel Ajiman Badu Bebeto no editu ya munsem no yada na chire enso edema Henry Asante Chum kasamafo edema de Ghana Football Association wadi nkomo edi afa ye local players no omo ho ensem say ena Mr. Hart ekan.
Coaches have been watching your local league, Otto or Hebi, John Hebi, Fatah Hebi. At the end of the day, all recommendations, Ekoma, head of the technical team. Again, so we assessment and analysis. No, so overhead players are available at your disposal. Okay. Now our analysis. Okay, maybe 2 right-sided centre backs. Players I work on here, area A, B, C, the best 7 options, including home-based players, because obviously I scouting home-based players. We analysis now, say settle on maybe a top 3. You use numbers, you use performance, you use versatility. So maybe so we're more left-sided centre backer.
Henry Asante Chum, Mr. Hart, Ekasa Edema Ghana Football Association. One and then come away at 2 Munsem no, Yede Edan Yan Toss, Young Queen, Enkani, Opini, Juma Edema, Karela United, Opium, Swatrekoya, Juma Kakranansiada, not that the great Olympics, Holo Butua, Odi, Juma Eric Alaje, the Wakasa, Odin Komono, or Shasa Edi for Andre Ramin Morgan, Ayu, and Black Stars any day, Alaje that the HN in Semusi.
I think you will be able to or making our dream up. It will take a miracle for Miami Akuma and you to get back into the team because when we say we can weigh opportunity, and I think that first the conversation was that Andre in the club and he got himself a club. Then the conversation was that he was not playing. Then he started playing. The conversation came, he is not scoring. Then he has started scoring. So I didn't know maybe I can call I say I can coach to add another opportunity now because you see a room maybe like I said you need
Eric Alaje the anyway to Jafa Andre Ayu yeah the nature and so them we were so on local players no Alaje the Edin Komosi.
And I think if you need the soccer club here, I think say Number 2, Nana, I disagree with those who think that league no quality in I'm surprised that so far no Benjamin Asare Nkwana your friend. I was thinking say per these friendlies no the bay Kwenya na yama your local boys in the B Kevin and Krumamo Salim Adams more. I mean there've been a couple of exciting players in the league. I still can't understand why. Obi Bisame say, Obi be throw or social media and that say, apart from say Salim, ebe long drives or beshe goal. Then be not the bar into the team. People are calling for his inclusion in the Black Stars. And I mean Obi Bisame say, Salim has a weapon which is the long drives or both free kicks and long range shots. What exactly does a player like Elisha also bring to the Black Stars? In that
Eric Alaje de wono edin komo we enso tu ja no pay ya de achire kama enso ediama yantos enkwenim director general edema National Sports Authority opening party de yaw ampofo ankra wadin komo ediafa ne dwumadi a obaye odi edema NS challenges ahodo a ofisi say e no chirem.
Yeah, I've decided to enjoy it. Very challenging, very difficult, but I'm blessed to be put in such a position. If you had asked me, would I have wanted to be there before I was, appointed, I would have said, no. NSA, that place is crazy. That,
it's a minefield.
Yeah. Professor Chumesi's
Director General Edema, the National Sports Authority, Yao Ampo for Ankara. One and I didn't come away so to Janopa Yadri, Edema Yan Twaswe, Yerum or Club Stories Bakumbi, and Kwam and Santa Krobi and Betema. Kotoko weekend the Ghana Premier League Kumase Baba Yara Sports the only Nations Football Club and Airbo Prince Owusu interim manager Edema Sante Kotoko we didn't come at the Nations FC game in home.
Yeah, I think preparation has been very, very high since last week. We played a friendly match, and then we came back, started training on yesterday, Tuesday, and we've done a lot that we are trying to prepare the boys that we need to win and win badly. So with the boys, their mentality and everything have shifted. I've seen that they are all being together, talking to each other. How can we do it? You know, some of them are even approaching me, telling me this game is a win game. So it looks very good.
Hello, and coach Prince Yao Owusu interim coach. Edema Kumasi Asante Kodia to your city players no. Woman Kasa Ban Hoba catches the coach match with the Queen Biaso. Or say yes, Senabi Bia Concan. Do na Ewaha from Paul Manso, the NFA. I for we how we are about. Yeah, the details no more air by you Roman Fe. I'm on an instant young Fakakra and Fun to Anima Endra. UEFA Champions League round of 16 no games. I hold 8 members score line and also 18 told you I mean Fun to and him say FC Barcelona first game and no Edin Kan told you and Barca Tenefi. Wabo and Tenane Marco Maconson Newcastle United. You know, Anthony Elenga enya 2 goals no Edima Newcastle Rafinha able to Mark Bernard Sebako Lame Yama Famel Lopez and Robert Lewandowski or the 2 goals as also a Barca womu edi nkunim other games are about so enyumre no memfa ento enim so Tottenham Hotspur etenafie womu ebo entenam yensa Rondon Kolo Nwani and Javi Simons enya 2 goals are Atletico Madrid Julian Alvarez and David Hanku womu so eti kanim yenedima Atletico Madrid ATM Oma qualify eko omanim other game no Liverpool etenafie or Amford ago pamane so Mohamed Ahmed Salah Gali enya go ne back Dominic Soboslai Ran Gravenberch and Hugo Iketike wamo ebo 4 goals at Galatasaray Sports Colombo wamo enso antimi antena for the other game no Bayern Munchen Bavarian etenafie Allianz Arena in Germany. Wamobo entrano mako and 9 Emma Atlanta Bergamo 8 meti Keneba Brand said near the summer one eti Keneba Hurricane ball 2 goals and watch Leonard Carr and our face so Luis Diaz and about 4 goals no Edema club and the edit Bayern Munchen Bavarian they say among so abuko mo take it wamo air come and then Hurricane goal number 50 in Champions League you know why yeah Jumane kama and so Ediama Bayern Munchen team no and watch Memfa into and him say Robert Lewandowski etimi enya go Edema Barca they say the oldest players are womo also making sure say womo awrom wo Champions League goals no amomwa dembo etima so anya yesi aka ni age e was also go in Champions League at the age of 37 years 209 days and Robert Lewandowski 8 Roma about 2 goals kama Edema Barca team other players amoto Arsenal ubenya Lewe Super Felipe Pipo Inzaghi 37 years 86 days and the year said man Cristiano Ronaldo 36 years 270 days and also 18 at the year said man kama na nas mami Champions League quarter final pair no yen confirm information for say the city Bayern Munchen team no Momo and Real Madrid and Everton Madrid bedding care to the no man Bayern Munchen abo Paris Saint-Germain ever welcome Liverpool FC Barcelona Momo so any Atletico Madrid and a Sporting CP Everton sa e dey afre Arsenal the Gunners and permutations no say e dey home some city here dey actually e dey am yen rob na fe coaches and a players reactions no yen tie kakra Hugo Iketike a player e dey ma Liverpool onya go after the game any ebusa so penny na Eid cry na me had much na we Muslim Ramadan no we Eid eba so we celebrate Eid ni say Iketike chiri
so I have another one obviously I know you're Muslim right?
Yeah.
So where are you going to celebrate Eid?
Eid. I think it's going to be on the plane on the way to Brighton.
Any celebration for that on the field if you score?
Maybe with Ibu we're going to provide something. I'm going to see with him.
All the best. Seriously, I'm very happy for you because, as I said, unlike some kids that would have stayed.
Hugo Iketike and I do it to you as any aid no GDS obedi of flight when say Ombeko Brighton akwa kusia kanti one de ohun say bia what flight ma no be celebrating age na ama bibia konke no kakra wode etudwa Dominic Szoboszlai enya MVP in the third game after the match and Szoboszlai eka win.
Dominic Szoboszlai, there was lots of people tonight who fantastic, and in that midfield role more than the right back role. Is that your favourite position? That's where you like to be. That's where you're at your best.
Yeah, I would say that's my favourite position. I think the Gaffer knows as well. But if the team needs me on the right back, I'm going to play right back.
Yeah. Okay. Talk me about the first goal. Very important, wasn't it, for Liverpool to get the first goal in this game? How much work had gone into that on the training ground?
To be honest, 2 minutes. We did it twice. It was planned to be that Mo is playing me the ball, but when he plays with the left, is not.
Oh wow!
Thank you very much.
Keep on that. Dominic Szoboszlai, a player, Edema, Liverpool, and a Liverpool legend, Jimmy Carragher, Edin Konwa, and so Edema Kama, young to us still Liverpool, who reference Anna Slot, Wabo Mohamed Salah, Baso at his age, mentality na ikuta Alaji Salah, no, or Bonabaso.
Another landmark for Mo Salah tonight, 50 Champions League goals, just proving to any doubters out there that he can still play a big part in this season for Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely. I think it says a lot about his mentality that he missed a penalty just before half-time. And that was, of course, a difficult moment because after 45 minutes being 1-0 up was ridiculous if you looked at the run of play. But that happened so many times to us, so for us it's not so ridiculous. And then to come out second half, perform like that, a great assist on Hugo and the goal he scored.
Anna Slot, manager Edema, Liverpool, and a ball Alhaji Mohamed Ahmed Salah Gali. Wabon Abaso paye Hitri and so Ediama Yam Toso, young Quay, other games are about any Emunkomo Hurricane Edwards, Makacho, Andra, go now, Unya, 50 goals, I didn't care confirm Ediamana Madrid next. Omone Bayamuche, bisa Hurricanes, I'm on a Real Madrid neighbor, Moonsuru, and also Moonsrubia.
What do you think about the team? Yeah, of course, it will be a tough game. I think whenever you play Real Madrid in the Champions League, you have to expect a tough opposition. You have to be ready for a fight. You have to be ready to, try and play in a certain way. And we'll be ready for that. We don't fear anyone. We know it'll be tough, but with the confidence from this and the confidence from the season so far, we just have to carry.
Eno Komo Kakra Brantani Eddie Hurricane Edwards Eddie Tuja and a pay DH and Sodiamo Yantoso Yanko Yanim other games about so Barcelona qualify one Jumane Kama over Newcastle United Hans Flick and after the game what didn't come see.
Of this crazy match in the first half with control in the second half. What's your assessment of the whole match?
No, first half was crazy. It was up and down like that, but in the second half we make it much better. So we wanted to keep the ball to control also the ball. I think important was also the third goal from us directly before the halftime. So we came back in this game and it was good.
What did you say to the players in the halftime?
I was said before, so I think we in the first half.
Hans Flick, coach, Edema Basso, so called halftime, or then Quadane Kasai, and Okachom, so Mumpeja Modi Bodim Sabe, Jumano Ebe is a mobile second half, no, and Omuya Jumana Kama, opposite manager in the third game, Eddie Howe, Newcastle coach, or say they be not a disappointing results. Be no bit maka, Basayadi.
Really strange to try and sum that up because first half I thought we were excellent, albeit probably throughout both halves we didn't defend the key moments well enough. Quite a few individual errors that's ultimately cost us. I think the second half we were nowhere near as good as we were as the first, and they deservedly go through.
Because on the cusp of that penalty moment, you're right in it, aren't you? And then it seems strange that it got away from you so quickly.
Yeah, I think psychologically that was a tough one for the lads. Right on half-time, again, last kick of the game, very similar to what happened at the end of the game in the first leg. And then they scored quite quickly after half-time, and yes,
a disappointing Nemuma Sierra, Yadi Tuyachi, and no Summer Eddie Howe, Eddie Etuja, Robert Lewandowski, and your ghost, maybe Kama, no 7-2 a year, or the NJ say no cano.
Salvators of the team, not how we played, and obviously, of course, we did some mistake. We did some, I think, in defense a little bit too easy that the Newcastle they scored the goals. But in the end, if you score for 7 goals, you can be very, very happy. But of course, we try and do our best. We try to.
Robert Lewandowski and the Kakra way and Sutu Jano pay ye denture Ediama Tottenham Hotspur Vicario etimi eye but before that Anthony Elanga Edi Kakra to Jokobo 2 goals Editia Bass and so still Newcastle Ephraim Elanga actually in the frustration.
Just errors that cost us really. I think we was in the game for most of the parts of the game and something we need to reflect on. The support we had from the fans is amazing and I'm just proud of the lads for everything we've done so far in the competition. It's just a shame that we lost in the manner that we did. I think we could have played even better. But
Mejidi said Lanke beat me I better than what we did. And no Anthony Elanga one and anyway to draw here the actually Ediama Vicario a goalkeeper Edema Tottenham Hospital so Mujin could know where disappointed say Oman team qualify over Atletico Madrid.
Move moments, I think we were close, to go over the edge, I would say, because we had a lot of situation in the first half, and also we could have gone to the break at 2-0. But yeah, I think a lot of positive to take from tonight from everyone.
Tottenham Hotspur's #1 Vicario one and anyway in the third game Ademola Lookman, our very own Nigerian brother. We didn't come up. And when you say step by step, watch him life with speed to say no didn't come up.
It's going to be hard, we know that. And it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game at
step by step, game by game, kakran ebe kwenim na ya adwuma no kama no enkomo Ademola Lookman ono so de tuja anopa yede mu nsam down and ra woko America ma memfon to anim sa hamachi Leo Messi and the team Inter Miami omo kwaye adwuma against Nashville na nso amfa yewie na Nashville CONCACAF Champions Cup round of 16 Nashville for na qualify ko ni nemo Leo Messi enya ni career goal number 900 live on your screen. You enjoy said the commentator no or the feed nearby.
A touch there to steer it wide. Reguilon is there, cutting it back in. Lionel Messi looking for a shot. He scores! Lionel Messi, the 900th goal of his illustrious career, and it puts Inter Miami in front early in the Kaakyire 6Am.
Leo Messi, and anyway, and I say if we now say Messi goal number 900. I can also 100 goals, 1,000 Messi, and so as a Cristiano Ronaldo, I can be 35 there about Leo Messi. I can 100 now, also 1,000 career goal. Who I'm a BBA con Canana, you be doing come as a Don Carlo Ancelotti. Why any call up now? The Brazilian national team what to South place now. Neymar say and a Neymar react to Ancelotti. They call up the friend and Neymar and the official YouTube handle now. I release the video now.
Vinicius Junior, obrigado.
Porra, Ancelotti, eu.
Vamos ver aqui os rivais, depois a gente fala aqui com a galera.
A convocação agora da seleção, não fomos convocados. Fico triste, óbvio. Mas é isso, foi o que eu falei. Foi o que eu falei ontem, estando lá ou não, sempre vou torcer pela seleção, né? E tá tudo certo agora, eu segui trabalhando, segui melhorando em tudo para que esse tipo.
Neymar Santos Junior El Mundo da Croza and who say way on official or releasing video na babontia yedi mun komo na owie na say way ebe the last World Cup na ni beje Brazil fo ni beje na busua na nanfofo bia ni beje so no Neymar ebetuma ko World Cup bi and also say na Neymar chiri
sem falar com os amigos, sem falar com minha família que vão aproveitando o máximo aí, vão indo ver os jogos que depois acabou, hein? Posso ajudar, né?
Neymar Santos Junior and who say oh didn't come a extended version ebe ba wia na mom obetimi akọ Neymar Junior on YouTube video no officially on one kasa post e wo ha obenya the extensive version no na wetimi ahwe ebe wia details na mo eba and Europa League matches are eba so yem fan to anim na fe yenko em fam radio round of 16 am fan to anim sa bra womo tena fi womo ne foreign virus na airbo Freiburg Germany Kame Genk Olympic Lyon tena fi womo ne Celta Vigo na fi Midtjylland enso ewramo wo tena fi ato nsa de afred Nottingham Forest Real Betis Spain Kame Panathinaikos na fi FC Porto Portugal womo ne Stuttgart AS Roma Italian derby no womo ne Bologna na fi Aston Villa enso the Villa Park England Roberto Nsade afre Le Metropole eno games so Europa League Conference League AEK Lanaka wo Kame club and di Crystal Palace eno Chiraku Everton nsa afre Fiorentina AEK Athens etnafi omni Salji NFA Men's 05 etnafi omni club and di enso Sigma Omoluk enso Shakhtar Donetsk wo Kame Lake Poznan Sparta Praha nsa afre AZ Alkmaar Rayo Vallecano wo Kame Sommersport NFA Strasbourg France among Regica enso way games odwani enso echiremo the Conference League and also Barcelona pay ye de echire enso ediama nsam no dewa etaha nemo mebreno aso se ye kona fe wofa Kojo Marfo ene abejafo ba na Daybreak ebeto ase bo kwa ba wia ebo exactly 3 pm ayemra na a standard version no yemfa emeto ase be nas etachire tea bread ebo na chidom abusuafo no nyina ebo production midin Ade Habib Mohammed from the special one until say be share bi no yembo boy huna fe so Eid Mubarak to Jamaatul Muslimin ubia enkamu na fe Eid no yenji yani asumdwemu kama na yema nyina entimen konkantie hia wia until Obarakatu
no pay yɛbɛbobɔ so ama wahu na emu nkomo nyinaa no nso wate ase da Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics and afei Millennium Constructions wadaroma and ye de ubon krata and common ebro maestro.
Let's start the newspaper review here, and we are starting with the Chronicle, and it captures McDan on top of the newspaper, and it says Ghana is in a stronger position to withstand external shocks. Bank of Ghana and aiding Komo Ewahano. Then we talk about the GACL action against McDan sparks backlash. Franklin Kojo Sempemanche back in the genius firm. Government approved Daman mine sale talks for E&P in 2024. Official document reveals. The Chronicle.
And okay, the Ubakata Chronicle say one more boy amani say Bank of Ghana. So open komwa yedidi dinukrum ha amanone enema ekoso wo hono a Bank of Ghana say atoto ye niema yi eya de ade efira manone say ebehuri aboye trimu say ebede nsa ebewo ye mfiu ye gina ye nanso pampen eya de a ne esi wa amanone ohaw ne amane no yebetimi agina no na yapema koyanim. Chronicle krono anopay say Ghana Airport Authority Limited wodi nkomo wonwa wone McDan edi nkomo na wote na asem ase no Franklin Kojo ene Sempe Manche won de won gidi se esese eboa ma wonwa woye Ghana fo a sika ba won se obetimi adidwa no wodi dwa ne yie won ene Airport Authority for enya adwen kwan bia so. The Chronicle newspaper no pay sa na wo boy amane se enkomo aba efa daman mines ho no won beso won kam obi ate se ehon hyehyeye ene te ye a yede ma E&P company no ehyaase 2024 ebra na adodankwa akufo ado ne na ban ete akonwam enye sa abre no ena na John Dramani Mahama ete akonwam ti se open krata ene ho ntoto ya Chronicle say E&P aban at the Daman Mines no Emma won in 2024. The Chronicle newspaper no pen common in AD no.
And then we continue with the archives, and the archives also have the Minister of Interior Alhaji Muntaka on it, and it says NIB referred to BNI, and also Forestry Commission boss hijacks 2,600 job recruitment. Deputy CEO, others allegedly sidelined. Grassroots angry. And then it says Achuma Impunia NDC demand arrest of former DCE over reckless allegations. And the other story says that journalist against Galamsey begins a nationwide campaign.
The archives, the Ubon Krata no pay Krata aban at the Komrashi Bidrum na yenim say ye will BNI, Bureau of National Investigation, and I yet no edeno called National Investigation Bureau. Aban eba party ba ben mu no won assign ayen sakraye e de yen akoba bia na ye won won Komrashi Bidrum no santotoye no emrashi Bidrum age pene atum dize say de onka NIB bio obeka BNI oti BNI a Bureau of National Investigation. Forestry Commission asye na wantwi aba ho fi say won say nipa be 2,600 adwumayefo a ye befa won na ye de won akọ Forestry Commission na ne ntia asumdwe emma ho no ene say pani oda no the obonkrata ne say nipa 2,600 ni nyina no odo won agu ne kukumu a ono na ebefa saafo no won a woye na abedi akirefo a won won ye adwuma no omumu bia ni hɔ a wama won akwanya so won nso ebetimi aboa na wafa won ho nipa ede won aba atwema mponua NDC ese former DC ya oye adwuma ewo hɔ no wadi nkomo bi a enkomo no emfa kwan mu omugidi yese esese yato nsafre no na nkyiremu bi a owo efa sobo a wode abo afoforo no oba no obekirikiremu the archives no a edi nkomo nano ne ye ka kyerɛ mu se Galamsey hu nkomo no ensantrofo bi aka won ho abomu a wo so obeboa ama Galamsey ntokwa no yako na yedi so nkunim wonsem ewo the archives mu anopay.
The Ghanaian Times also have Mr. Opoku, who is the acting rent commissioner, on its front page, and it says that collect 6 months rent or face prosecution. Rent control deputy cracks whip on land laws. And also other story says that President John Dramani Mahama back ECG restructuring. President Mahama urges organized labor. And also Get Fund Temple University signed MOU to to establish the Ivan John Atamel Scholarship for Outstanding Law Students, and it captures over here in Ghanaian Times newspaper. Also, Mr. Charles Nimako also says that our water is safe for consumption. Safe Water Network, right here on Ghanaian Times.
The Ghanaian Times are not paying come with the Safe Water Network for say Ghana yensu aye nomno asumdue bibia eye boko onomwa eni se odwendwen ho fi se ohaw bia eni yensu nim sa na wodi nkomo Ghanaian Times eka se Get Fund any Temple University for assign krata wo bedi djuma amanema akose de sese eko mampani hia Ghana adwumayefo eku ahoro no ena wode to won anim se enhyehyeye a efi ECG asoye eba omobeye nsakraye no Ghana adwumayefo ku akese ni nyina emwa masa anhyehyeye no emrem asem no kese pa wo Ghanaian Times manima no pem efa won a watiti won moremu asi dan no de dan no ma han Rent Control Department say enei said your mine nhyehyeye tie no se okohan dan a bosumi nsia ahu sika na sese yejew nanso ye nyina nim se nya sa na ekọ womo je 1 year womo je 2 years womo je 3 years ene Mr. Opoku a oye acting rent control penino essay se okohan dan na de wasi dan no de dan ma wa han no agi sika bia ebro 6 months a bra na fa no beto won anim na anamon esesu omutu no omumfa no nkogina mra anim mekenkan wi anu mabisa Mr. Opoku se ne dan dodo sen ene ode ma haya nti odi nkomo no a odi no because nsam no a wokeka no kuraimu utiri ye yi a ene ye han dan de ama abusumi nsia emra ne se busumi nsia nanso de okọ han dan ni nim se wa anye se de de ma no no a asem beba nti se ya amfa dan no a haiwa se onko misopoku woni ni nkodi nkomo se ya je wa broso na afi wa kire ba bia abeda ewo ye kuremu emra no se okọ han dan a ebusumi nsia eni se bi ka ho nanso nye sa na te Rent Control Department se sa anhyehyeye ne mra no omo behwa amna ye adwuma masem ne se sebeye Ghanaian Times anopay ye de bre ono no.
And then we continue with the Overseer newspaper, and it says that Bank of Ghana cut policy rate from 15.5% to 14% to support economic recovery. And the other story also says that report landlords who charge excessive rent advances, Mahama tells tenant on the Overseer newspaper. On the front page of the Overseer newspaper says that wage bill top spending strains Ghana's budget. That is Mr. Kaakyire Forsen, the Minister of Finance, is talking over here. Edubuahin trial, no record of 49.1 million Ghana cedis theft in BNC. The Attorney General witness tells court on the Overseer newspaper. And the other story also says that Mahama promises major road upgrade for Bono region. No NDC seat is safe in 2028. Afenyo Markin speaks on that, the Overseer newspaper.
The Overseer newspaper, the Obokrata na no paying komo ewume be 9 bako Bank of Ghana and what can say one policy rate no we year 15.5% at the about 14%. In say Oko Bank now no mu ekoye djuma ho be hen o kakra sa na finance minister o main fu to some for nkomo a odie ne se oboa o main nyina sika no na ohwede ye de etua adwumayefo ka ewo soro ye betua adwumayefo ka nyina awie no na sika no de aka won nsem a wode beba o man ne ho bra no ketua bi wei hawa fotosamfo no ewa Overseer newspaper no boy amane wo ho. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene Ghana adwumayefo edi nkomo no wo ka kire wo mo se de rent sem no ukọ ha dan na ye je obro busumi nsia fa sa nipa no fa ne bra na emra no ani ni adumu ahen nsem a ekoso wo court de eba ho nyina no odanzini a okoye no a wodi nkomo wo court no ene se de wodi wo nkomo no kire se sa de beto abonten se 49.1 million cedis ehun sika bi a ayera no omse ho nkrata asem enya emae afenyo market minority leader ene o kan se abato a ewo ya nim 2028 no ma NDC fo nka se omo seat bi a eno de obi anko ho seat biya ewo ho biya obi abepre na womo sene fata no womo nsa ebeka the overseer newspaper no pay the wura o de breye no.
And also the Daily Graphic also captures the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and it says that Ghana tables slavery motion at UN, urges recognition of transatlantic enslavement among greatest crimes against humanity. That says on Daily Graphic. And also supplement on Eid al-Fitr. Government moves to establish independent emolument commission in Eid al-Fitr. And also Bank of Ghana drops policy rate to 14%. All in the Daily Graphic.
And open the Wokata Daily Graphic or men nya kwenya eko UN eko di en komono Foreign Affairs Minister akasa ya kan kire yen ho se ye ba ye be fa yen ne de ko nkwasu ma ye kosom ye na ehia se ye nya bibi kakra ye de be boy yen ho bra nti Ghana di nkomo no akọ UN akodi nkomo no se yen hwe se yen so ye be pe bibi kakra de ama yen ye be fa yen de ye ko se nkwa ye kosom ye no womu nyini se ne kwanso ano no omo ne yen ani no yie ti omo hwe na se mpata bi ene omo de bebren a omo mfamre yen Bank of Ghana ete ne policy rate so eba 14% no and opay the Obokata Daily Graphic e de sa asem no so ato ne krata no anim eno achi oman yi eye nhihye a ebeboa ama won a ye fa won adwuma kwan a wo fa so ye adwuma ehon ntoto ye sikasem ne wo kofie a ni nyina mu no aban ete commission obeye saade ni nyina ho adwuma na enkoye se weedie nam ha na weedie nam ha wo mo hyehyɛ na obi bia o ye odwuma yeni ebreso na okofia ne ntoto ye ne nhyehyɛ no ya ye amano akoyi anope Daily Graphic nkomo a oboyen eno no.
And also we have Daily Guide newspaper here, and it says that the ENP demand acquisition approved in 2024. And also it says that scrap Ghana 1 cedi fuel levy, that is from the minority. And also we have the High Court grant Freddie Blay bail on the Daily Guide. Plane crash victims were sons of Hebron Prayer Camp founder. All on the Daily Guide newspaper.
Anope the Obokrata Daily Guide and son and okay say Jumedia o hwen anope the Obokrata nkomo no based on Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics wadaroma na ye de ebro so de niema ekwa amanone ana odi bi fira amanone eba oman Ghana mu adwumaku a betimi de won ho ato won so based on Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics say ye car na opesa wo de ba say ye cargo car say ye tipa truck bus a saloon car and I said pick up and a beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics in Komo, one behind one the car no abrel, and whom could he answer while be dietri, or behind the freeman on it about my gun and will be ye car no, what the about fear na fear who sick a seminano, only one edding kutahon, now what the abroad, or Tema Community 2, Accra International Airport, or Santiman Temwa, or Kumase Dichemso. Based on Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics, one numbers no na etwagu no. Fa numbers no na frɛ wo na wo nhwɛ emmoa. Millennium Constructions, adansie ho niema de won na edi mu akotene a one won edi nkomo a wode de ehia nyina ebebrɛ wo. Asase na opesa wotɔ, asase na opesa wotɔn. Ni nyina ho nhyehyɛ no Millennium Construction ebegyina mu no wayɛ amawa. Asumdwe beba na usika nso aba onsam ehe na apesa wotena edan be na apesa usi abrosan opesa usi dentia Millennium Constructions ya adwumaku a wobeboa amoaye da meka mese ministries department and agencies se open contractor wonen be ya adwuma no ho bete ehu sika sem be koboko public accounts committee ba enkoyi ho ano a Millennium Constructions we kira kwan wo Boshen Nayas Junction fa won numbers no na ni wonni nkomo na udwumadie nyina ebekoso pepepe e de amount anope the Daily Guide nkomo a woni edi ye ba ko edi kan EMP Daman Acquisition mining site no na wo boy amane se ehun nkomo ntotoye ni bibia eba so in 2024 nti wote nkomo fufuro bia de ewomu ane se abandada no kra ene ma won tumi krata wode ekoye adwuma minority eden nsem kakra abeto oman ni nyina anim won se de petrol sem ene ne ɛkɔ so wɔ Middle East no etie no nka fuel levy a ɛyɛ 1 cedi no aban enyim free ɛto ahoro a ɔgye wɔ ɔman manim wɔn de saa asɛm no aba na Daily Guide so aka ho asɛm High Court a ɛma former national chairman Freddie Blay ekoda aban kukum no ene wama ni bail timigidi sa no pe wa sorry afiri ono ane mpamu a se yeti bi a omode ema no nkwanhia esiye helicopter nkwanhia esi wotema no nipa mienu a wo hwere won kwa no won ye nuanom a anope Daily Guide echirem se Hebron prayer camp opani a eye ne dia no oda no ne ma mienu ene hwere won kwa no anope Daily Guide nkomo a one ye bono.
And we continue with the Supreme newspaper, and it says that the MIIF position Ghana as the sustainable mining destination, all on the front page of Supreme newspaper. And also the minority leader Afenyo Markin says that NDC has no safe seat in 2028. And also he continues to say that no 41.1 million Ghana cedis stolen in our records. Attorney General witness tells courts in Edubuahin trials. And also the GJA reaffirms commitment to press freedom. And also the MCE champions youth empowerment, economic growth in Lejo Kuku. The Ga Adangbe youth mounts pressure on government to reopen Magdan private jet terminal. And also the last story says that Truth Faith's pastor apologizes to National House of Chiefs over president's radio attacks. All on the front page of Supreme newspaper.
And open Supreme newspaper any edin komo baako a waka ho asem di free afenyo makin aso ya oka se afi se akwanya ba ne yekoto aba 2028 a ma NDC ni nka se won wo safe seat e wo ba bia anti se ye voter region se ye central region se eye upper east region no won nyina bepre na nkunimdie ndi beba na afa no na wafa seat no aye ho adwuma ensemtrofo adwuma kuo Ghana Journalists Association and a walk say ye ma ho kwan na obia ye na adwuma se de se so ye no no anya fa ho dia ye na adwuma ontwa na nim hwe na chi ene ni nifa so no eno de Ghana Journalists Association da so agina ho se se so obia nya sa akwanya no na oye na adwuma ontwa na nim hwe na chi ana na nim sa na no pay the Supreme newspaper to say the ubonkrata aka no eka ho asem no Adubu ahenkomo a ewo court na yetietie nkrofo a waya dansefo ne ade no nkomo abam ni se sika 49.1 million ana yese ayira no wom so wom ni ehun nkrata asem bia ewo waso ye ho MC a owo lojokuku na oka se esese mabunu ene won a wo district ho no wotimi gina won nan so no wo ye adwuma no won ho ehenhan wo mo nkomo nyina the Ubokrata, the Supreme newspaper, and the Daybreak.
And also we have the National Voice here, and they captured the same story, just like what we read on the Supreme newspaper. There's a Miss Edith Ruby Opoku Eduma, and she says that no record of 49.1 million theft in BNC. Attorney General witness tells court in Edubuahin trial. And also, Afenyo Markin declares that NDC has no safe seat ahead of 2028 election. And also the GGA president, Mr. Albert Kwabna Jumfo, says that reappeal repressive electronic communication law, that is the GGA demands.
And ope the National Voice in Koma wani edino efa edubwa hinsemu a ekoso court sa na the National Voice in Sudan ho agimwa oboya mane se afenyo makin akasa no si safe seat bia ni ho a NDC for se ebreso se yeto aba 2028 a enkomo a edimu tintiman pa wona National Voice mu efa de GJ edi ho nkomo na GJ se emra bi ene nhihye bi ewo ho a emwa emansa ntwa adwuma no enkoso repressive electronic communication mra no wo mo se aban ene won a wo ho tumi no enhwe wonya nsakraye wom na enumum ene beboa the National Voice and paying koma woni en edi no.
Now the last newspaper is the National Enquirer, and it starts with the one on the left bottom of the National Enquirer front page of the newspaper. And it says that the exchange rate stability shielding Ghanaians from fuel price shocks NPA boss on the National Enquirer newspaper. And also it says that 2 MPs filed fresh petition seeking removal of EC chair on the National Enquirer. And also government begins recruitment into public sector. KSL Atoforsen says on the front page of the National Enquirer. And also Ghana's gold reserves rise to 19.2 tons after strategic rebalancing. And also on the front page, President Mahama shows rare honesty on Galamsey. And he says that we must confront the truth. And also the MIDA CEO raises alarm over wasted agricultural assets in the Middle Belt, all on the National Enquirer front page.
All right. Anope yenkwe na yeni nkomo Frederick Opuku ye acting rent control commissioner. Openi yemwache edase se oni yen edi nkomo anope. Yema otiri nkwanso baby ana woni sisi baby a wabedu no wadwuma den na epija osa.
Major say me see that my emphasis na gentleman of the land, His Excellency John Mani Mahama. This way group and carry out and one can teach and everything.
Yo, yen hwey enkomo a anope de obon krata no dodo no a ka ho asem ye rent se ye ko han dan enkomo ampa yenim se mra ne se okọ han dan a eni se utua ma ne bro bosome nsia enkomo a mudi ni sese no mo kan sese mo be hye mo kena na mo bia entua emmro bosome nsia no ana
me patrol ye di kan self kan Ghana yo mra na me yiri se bia emra bi wo se nipa enye educated or aware of it na ka na kwese enye di you know the message is section 25 of the law is clear. No landlord will have to demand rent advance exceeding 6 months. A law. And no, no, ye papa, ye nana, ye papa, you will John Dramani Mahama. I be so clear. Ye perceive him running here, Juma Ghana, and I'm running here, Juma. But one I know wouldn't say, I'm ready to our home. A rent control of city, say, ye education, sensitization, and make sure the landlord and property owners know they are aware, say, I am black. But I said, yeah, Obiang and Adrian, certain Adrian, yes, there's going to be an enforcement fully. But before the enforcement, people hear man. Though they say the ignorance of the law is not an excuse, be as it may, whether we like it or not, we independent hear man. And I believe young family should be called. And I've said, in the next 5-6 months, rent control and the rent control department of Ghana and under me, we'll make sure that you have serious sensitization and town hall meetings, engage the landlords, talk to them, educate other people, other interest parties in rent to make sure that they are in tune of the law. And for that reason, we will understand so much to know and it's a sort of crowd the bedroom. Every normal song pay and I know when I was saying Marano, and say the papa and my landlord, papa the merchant. Yet you say President Abeka and then what to a ye. Yet you say yesterday did many years, but just 1 second of the bed educated or more. Say the uncle said, Woody, I didn't say will be one way. That will be your way. I don't know what you Marano. It's a can say you be Shemukena and I'm gonna a Juma. Bit much so say a bay muscle. Yaminti, which I say, Mamma, the Bible.
Mijidi se ebebwa wonwa han dan no na asembisa ne se wonwa wo kɔ han dan no se wa ma bebɔ mu amane se mi fiewura wagye me abro bosumi ensia no a kwan ben so na mo betimi afa ehu se efiewurafo gye bro se de mra no ema ho kwan.
Oh, say you problem is say one me complain one me complaining. One me complaining and the one is the amount of one complaining. The most important thing is we don't want you to be worried. And for that reason, it is about complaining. But one can my landlord, if that will say, men can't be too. That's all the show, let's say, you do. But the American say, I'm running here, Juma, and then we'll be a water. For me, the law is very clear. Don't demand. They say, don't according to the ordinary a crime. By the end of the year, we are sure say, who won't say, come ready, and I'm not a sakra. Hey, because you best shift from 6 months to 1 year. Then a landlord will be complaining, we must be responsive to the cost of the landlord and property owners. It's a review of the Marano. We are very optimistic there. Yamia do not Adubidumia. By the end of the year, and after entering into early next year, no, the people maybe a sacrima, and yet even for 1 year, but it's again, 6 months. And I wish you say a bit more and answer whatever. It's just what I can say for now.
Bezoboku, Mimisa say, one, where you fear nominal. As I say, Omobeye registration beer, a bem if you were for 1 war, any 1 dying woman de ma hyana.
We patrol and pepe. They say you many abe for council. Yet transforming rent control to a modern digitized institution that you can even sit at the comfort of home and book that young person among for be unorganized way of doing things. Rent control is going to be efficient and it's going to be sharp an institution that people will be happy to enjoy. It's a better digitized. Obey your register online, I'll be register one home. When I'll be register one home. But so do you know, you have it happy, you'll be happy. Then it's going to be something that everybody will feel. Trust me.
Misa Wadaroma say Obi a fiera na otomrano, and I say Obi ko high dina otomrano, asutri and wahono etisane.
You see, a man say, say, 6 months, not say, after education, and after also when you're not the manager. You always say, court, the difficult, of course, the final. We bet you about 250 penalty units. 250 penalty units, with the bomber, unity there 12 cities, and you multiply 12 cities by 250, and you're fine. Point to me, you can go to prison for 6 months.
Ye misa say grace period mode bobo dawuro no bosome miensa bosumi nsia anafi mu nyina
the bosumi miensa bosumi nsia bosumi nso so na fit mi bi education no
na jeze ye hwe nimu a nkopi be August ho kone de se obia amfa mra no anya adwuma na mote de asembeba
August September to enforcement.
Opa mi zo boku ye be da se oni edi nkomo of Fache television so. Right, abusiafo rent control commissioner no a ene mampani apa no no ye ne edi nkomo na odi nchiremu no e ba nsan ye kɔ ne ho no na de enquire newspaper edi nkomo aboya amane se mampani nkomo mampani di ye se wohu wate se ne party for e ka galamsey hu no de new national enquirer say nkomo a no kra nkomo na mampani edi ede ekire no sa na the national enquirer ka say finance minister say akwanya abeda ho ama public service mu no wom ebefa nipa ti obi bia o pa adwuma wa aban aso no akwanya no aba ede ama no nkomo a the national enquirer anopay oni yen edi no eno achi National Petroleum Authority penny ka say ne ekoso wa amanone no efa ntokwasem a eba no wanhwa e de ohaw ebebre o man gan ene yensikasem the national enquirer anopay na ode ebrey the obonkrata anopay ensa kan no ye de nyina abremu no yewie ye bema ho kwan ma one mampani akasa enkomo a ye ne mo achefira no pa ye tena ase wo Daybreak Fache television so no ebia nso obetimi akira adwen de ekoso wo man tamu nia wahu a ugidi se wo twempanimfo adwen si so no akwanya ewo homa ene mampani enkasa wo 020 633 4646 020 633 4646 ana 020 633 4747 oba na oni mampani edi nkomo Maestro
over
uye fiera ana o hide dan uye fiera ana o hide dan
me enemy no
uye ni mienu san
me hand dan san fiera
o hide dan na san ye fiera nti wo fiewura no ewujade ne yede ama wa wo hwɛ so ana se wo ana nyame aye wa dom a ana usu ana usu
Dabi enye wujade ono ote ase.
Okay. Nti obi na ne dan na ose hwɛ so man.
Dabi mi am papa dan.
Okay. Nti enye wo japade, wo papa japade na wo hwɛ so man. Oh, okay. And she say ebeboa.
Oh, offer for humanity's sake. And I'm because me hand dying. Me sounds so you feel right. And ubia bede diamond no e wo krum bia ni nim say me very very flexible. Offer. Sebi abrabo na ye bono. Die disika pa in the rent.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Openi down where the enemy man penny in casa. Bacho ye tie Yo, ne kasa ni mu enna ho yente ne nka papa nti mesrewa na wasan afre yem bio na ye ne o edi nkomo lines ni nyina no egu afidie no so a ohwe a onso obetimi afre. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Bacho down where the enemy man penny ngasa.
Medini Evans. Kasa fit up.
Yentio.
Mpocha dana sana mokane de. Hello. Dana sana mokane de. Esramo mo dia. Because we pata kwa anya bete. Because almost 2 years, 3 years. You go 1 bedroom, 5 million, 6 million. Anya bete. Just ramo.
Pay onso betimi afre on 020 6334646 020 6334747 oba na onema penny edi nkomo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bacho down who the enemy penny in kasa.
Me pacho me the Richard Kasefri.
Richard Kasefri.
Yani.
Hello Richard. Sunyani yentie wano pay.
No, me pacho me kana rent kakra. Yeah, me chile me kakra say. I'm saying if you want Asian, na me nim no kuri enye.
Okay, o si the fury for no ye ne nti manimuaye so wo ye fury.
If you never
Ebia said the mo je wo mo no.
Oh, offer and I make say ejino bia na say you see eje the rent. But just what I say. Me so ba na me hwe adwuma wo ye na me hwe senia wonso wo sika ne wa ho boa sitia.
Ne wa boa.
Ne ma boa.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Bacho down where the enemy man penny in kasa.
Bacho, good morning.
Good morning.
Your family assistant, Peter.
Yentio.
It kind of saying, right now, more than a day. Yes, someone come on, shake a crab because this month in a day. A boy, I'll bet you very now, or rent, but so now we'll be only second to a day. nti yɛsrɛ aban sɛ ɔnhyɛ yɛn kakra.
Kwan bɛ na ɔbo mfa so hwɛ wopɛ sɛ wotua no afe ne mfie mmienu anaa
Ka afe kora mpo yɛ kora bɛ okay na 6 months na ebire ebi obetu iwe kora na ebi rent no bɛso na wonya bi mpe ntua nti yɛsrɛ aban ɔnhyɛ yɛn.
okay yɛda ase anɔpɛ maestro wate ne nkɔmmɔ no ase because ɔse 6 months no ɔpɛ 6 months no ma mu wie na ni bɛba ne ho so na 6 months no aso na afei oni sika biara ɔde sɛ tua 6 months ni bio na ɛno akɔfa asɛm abrɛ nti ɔno deɛ onyaayɛ a ka afe ne mfi mmienu no ɛno anɔpɛ nkɛyɛ wɔn
oh ɔfa asɛm bi a behind dan
yo wo a wo ha dan ho asɛm good morning hello yes sir
Pepacho midi ene nana ajimai. Because I free achumata bro.
Yentie nana ajimai.
Pepacho midi ene any concern about a time asem is a concern be about the nation.
Yentie.
Pepacho yam was here amano kasei. Presidents are abesiso abedi enim enyina omomwaye because me kasa we ede ama me mejina ha ya am 25 years me ba amenya wo no ana me kasa ama no se ofa o my bi se China okwa bepe me omo 50 years plan for the nation about Ghana youth are by the future of the state and the same. This future of Ghana in the next 30 years. In the next 30 years, presidents are almost 3. Politicians meaning a normal state at the same. They don't want to plan for us. So 2028, I was saying Ghana, the plan, and I say, Butaya is here in the next 40 to 50 years. See who ya a Kamenko and Bunobi and Twaba. Omo boy abro, omo dia bro. Wouldn't say over 5,000. Our Ghana security. What be atum ama over 400,000. 250 cities, 250 cities times 400,000. Mpacho say. Even closer to Bosnia and Herzegovina, project Benom de Bayamaye, leaders of Ghana, a diapro. Say you about 25 years, Minyam ko bisa mebawo, Minyam to Melanda Mesidan. Na wona bia me wo be 32. Me ban benya 30 years no. The future of the state at the same. This is one key thing na obiya yinani e wo man Ghana ni plan. It's your mind no obiya besiso a je opebia na oye.
Hello.
Mpacho
uko school ana oye adwuma.
Mako school we school 2016 SHS. Unfortunately, the quality prospectus ni DBA or UCC. Monday, anam papa promise me say, ya medin scan ko to Friday, a friend so yare. Monday, ya no go to hospital ni Tuesday, anam papa free. So due to that, no, 19 and 12 school so. But ocean yoma ko so my pa. Ghana in the future, Ghana in the plan. In the next 30 to 50 years, Ghana, your plan, and I say, as you say, yeah, and I'm but I see what part the Maya say in the next 50 years, see, and your best Ghana, ever yano, a day. Umayun phobia in me.
Hello,
including journalists, a moment can be a woman.
Hello,
Obian can watch him. Hello,
Yapon nundua, no one some friend number, ya, why?
Okay,
yeah, that's the anopay. Onso betimi aba na wachira adwen nkoma ekoso mabuna ewo man Ghana mu frustrations no ebi eno no. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Bajo da ho de na ene mampani nkasa.
Okay, but me the Afia no.
But also the same now free.
Oh, Central.
Bad line. We can still pick your calls. And in command or pay na. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho, Facha television so now we down where the name man penny in Casa.
Ghana and Katana, the leaders now, almost be deal man penny. Also, you know, mine. The family begin because of freedom. Ghana and penny is one of the deal mine. So, almost work of mine, Umba, Musica, and almost the penny of the call. You know what I want to the now, the bread. So, my minister, we say, the customer, one more time, more mine. Let me avoid any kind of affair. And the end, bread, and then I brought the same gospel. So, one could be a good now, more country or no more. They have bread. That's on the come will be a man.
All right. Anope emebunu no adwin frustration no kese. Good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho da ho adi na afi ne mampani nkasa.
Pacho a friend working because of this again. Good morning.
Good morning. Yetie o.
Pacho a friend working because of this magazine. Someone I did the minor corner. You to a bread. This is the 2028 there. And you sure say you to have a 12 bill. Now say a 12 bakura in Yamfa so be also. Oh, the brand is some one penny customer. So
Bunu no edi won komo. Megidi yese mpanimfo ewo kure mu nso ehwe na wo mutie. Good morning.
Pacho, good morning.
Da ho adi na afi ne mampani nkasa.
Pacho, maybe Okudi Daniel, Katafi and the Pacho, a few of what the man, or more carry. The Pacho said, a Kobasa, Silva, and I say YouTube is there. Abano, I want to say business or also. Obama, Obia, Obama was meant fight back at the support to say, but you Diana said, Obama support to our finance, do blame me. Now, I said, almost as this man, there is zero, who you can always like this one. You have near moment, what is Nipan to prison? It's no Abano, moi, this no ma, also person was yes, you know, their man. Now, say, all this share about that, Nipan me, I need to 6 months, and I was I could prison when yeah, that's how they bar. Then, yes, more Casamoy.
Ene odi a wode ebeka ho na sembisa ne se aban a ode nhyehyeye no aba no obeboa ma wo a esi wo dan no wo esi wo dan ana na sembisa no se mo boa me esi dan no ana asesen enye sa de a na obia eye no se de eso ye. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho Facha television so na we yenti o.
But I'm asking after. Again, maybe I'm going to do my phone now. My phone. Yes, Ramon. And maybe a day coming. The day they're free, and I'm not happy to have it. And the year school, the schools, they employ 5,000, they employ 2,000. But they ended, we didn't start to hold.
Yeah, youth gonna. Yeah, yes, a boy home run. And so, maybe number 4. It's a more Munamukasa. It's a more Muka. Munjira, my mind. And that's a crap. I am fucking the corner.
yɛda ase anɔpɛ ɛne wo kyɛfa wode bɛka ho ɛma yɛn wɔ dwumadie so sɛ anuanom wɔ ahoma so a nkɔmɔ a yɛdi na anɔpɛ wɔn bɛtumi ne yɛn akyɛ. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Yɛtie wɔ anɔpɛ ne mampanin kasa.
Begin this. Kojo. Asemba commit my kind. The nation though. I say your hook three as a youth. Yeah, you come no person. A bit do 7 December on Baba Dada I say I'm to about it. Be a 50 Ghana city, 70 Ghana city. No matter but the whole story is a ending of 4 years, you know, as a politician, no, or bad scar, what they say now, no, now I am or be pay. And you know, a Juma be anywhere for mine the year. They say it's a Wubusian in the politician, now being a scar a dear. Oh, forget about it. And you know, mine the MY I completed a school 2021. I'm still at home. And you know, also meant for 250 Ghana cities. And got to police form. Now look at the number of people who recruit from. You know, Ghana and the story they are very terrible. I don't think that many parents, many family members, they at the Twaba. Because mine is any air corner. Yes, sorry, yes, US are developing a lot. It is car, even almost G3, almost Koto, security personnel form. And then Sky G3 IMF adding, Italy. But a bit more could dini paba kupebutum. Na, Kusiba, Ghana as a nation, Obi Koche, a bushmeat, Omajeli in 3 years. Agrada as coming pasta. But almost 14 years of my demand on my day. Omachum a over. Me, any pache, any president. What is going on in this country? Ghana is very sad because mine is any air quality here. MPC bar, Benari story, NDC bar story. You know, who is serious?
Anɔpɛ afrɛfo a wafrɛ nyinaa mmabunu no ɛhaw ɛna ɛyɛ wɔn ɛhaw so obi wɔ ahoma so a yɛbɛtumi ne no ɛdi nkɔmɔ anyɛ saa de a na yɛde saa ɔfɛn nso ɛba na ɛwieɛ. Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Ɔpɛni ɛne ma mpɛni nkasa.
Yo, ready? Let's see our fat television. I'm say a program we are here. Come up. Now, I said, my network, you know, I'm check machine. I am outside, not your big and team. Mekasa also a minimum. So, Agmama, I am no use of a so balance. If I'm a country, maybe Jala, so Abasa, and also a Hagen. And the Drabian, my in Titia. Nothing Titia, and I say. You see how my paying say 6 months of rent. And Bessin be still such a she will. Send paying for transit. No man district by district. No one teach him I'm a favorite for I'm also a show my dream. Now you know I'm fair ground farm, not am wa. That's a question in Sha. Okay, see, I'm in more than. Said that is when I'm doing sick and mercy. Now, balance and say, yeah, you were free in crime. None was a few say. Laba repaired the animal and Yamani Pana. Said the Panobasanko. A better than a heavy man of watching. Intimate Samo. Started any day or more, yeah, among Tom was no more condition by the street. No more Tom was meaning I ain't shape pie by war man. Now, yes, I don't know something, she say, but yeah. And in Obama dance, make a girl say, then go. Man, I'm doing sick and my year. The one won't be mamma for some said, then is you are, Brabetron. In design, and there was simple for sure no more yet. A million ye, I bet war man. When I was it.
Yɛda ase anɔpɛ ne adwenkyerɛ ahorow a wode abrɛn ne afutu a ɛka ho nyame nhyira wo yɛntimi ne ɔfrɛfoɔ bia ɛni nkɔmmɔ bio messages kakra yɛn nsa ka no maestro ɛbɛkenka man na yɛde ɔfa wei nso ɛba na wieɛ
of our messages no bebre na so ewo ahanom iti yen kinkan emfama yeti for any ahefo na bibia intimi enkoyi ewo hanom we every piaga or say good morning Fache TV and on also ediaba we so free Emil Smith or some morning Mr. Kojo Marfo and odiaba Kweku Figo and so at the good morning aba Al Hassan Bawa and so am a good morning Mr. Kojo Marfo and a Nicholas Oseiwusu and so say good morning bra penny ewa ahanum we so free Isaac Chum or say watching you live from Feia say you guys are doing great work and also so ede aba ewa ahanum we so free Bridget or say more fire of Kojo and Maestro the Galamsey issue no Galamsey issue no dear unless God will because the party people no degree cry. May God help us. And also at the on one side be also the angel of destruction will also be tired if he comes to meet these greedy people. God will indeed punish them. All those involved in Galamsey. We free Nana Kwache Anefi or say good morning, my beautiful family. And I also so etimi ede aba. We so free AJ Jomo Mercy or say this show is very, very, very good. In fact, every morning, if I start to listen to Fache Daybreak, it seems my whole day begins with a new good life. That is why I can't stop listening to Kojo Marfo and his crew. And also Ede Abba. Steve Asa Bakrin, or say Asundri and Kamo, and ono Ede Abba, Opoku Justice, or say good morning, my big family, and also Ede and Masewood Kumase Bantama, or say the lies and propaganda of the NDC in their quest for power is making the majority of Ghanaians lose confidence in politicians. Let's have the trust and confidence in the NPP led by Dr. Baumia to restore hope for the future generation. Hashtag Baumia Twaso 2028. Regards to Honorable Sampine, National First Vice Chairman, and also so Eddie Abba Ewahan.
Yeba na afidi aka nyina yede bebro the former president of the Ghana Bar Association lawyer Yaobuafo guest anope yedan ye ho aba ye ne no edi nkomo
Mama men me bega, you got a minion nipa, figure no part of men breda. Mama men me pizza, you, mama men me bega, I didn't mean nipa.
television. So I no pay Minua Yawoafo, the former president Ghana Bar Association. He's been into a number of things. I no pay no be di on my Ghana home komo. Yeah, me moache. Average apa.
Yeah.
Bibi aboko.
Oh, your body the other room myself. I did china say what him come now from the war. What the nyamias.
What the nyamias. Okay, so life after Ghana Bar Association president to say.
Oh, Kojo on say so we said maybe I say. Now we to me Sibio any munyam what the nyamias. On say in few miensa na me ba president nyamia dawoma na me adom enyama hoden menya atoydenchen bi antum menya we kakra ebitimi aye ye nyamia dom oswe me ema minia ba so abe to aso said the mekoto ekunu kakra bitimi aye nyamia dawoma etimi ye it say there my back to the medium ti paidira ni guso.
Okay. Mention common answer from me post to or flyer. Questions me nubi abanti. Mami misa we no quickly. We fi Mohammed Abbas Haruna. Or say ask him. He said that Kwesi Prempeh is not called to practice in Ghana and he shouldn't lead the constitutional review. That's the first question. O say sa nkomo no awudi ye no onte ase ohia nkyire mu
Kojo on say o man na ye wo mu se etimi hu se obi a wona adwene se wo ka na nya atendidie na emumra adwene ya bakosem e wo Ghana no the constitutional review will be free Akufo-Addo commission e ba bedu fi adwo nyina the SKB Asante hwan ye nim ne se lawyer for a omudin wo ya bodin katem so mutimi ya adwuma wa ha na ediso nti na minim di nti a ewo se esesa no so mo man kire di nti e se esesa no free sade no na asem na me kan no man kan se e bia ono is Kwesi Prempeh as a person no e bia me no problem there be but constitution no eza ko fotimi hu se eye nyoma bebre o na obia wo de esi na ni so fa constitution oba se bi lawyer for a de bia omugina atimu afi ombeka ne obiti say bail conditions ne sa nyoma no say you say kra say weekends 48 hours no say ka weekend holidays na no emremu ana jury trial sa nyoma no we are struggling with it but obi was civil society and I say bia obi wa abonten ono no bia civil liberties sa many here obi wo ha bia media for so press freedom ne here enti edrum me bia wo ho se wo adwuma ni ma obehwe ade ne from a certain angle bi on say enkomodi aye differ constitution obi anhu say things like bail 48 hours edema police for yem famra constitution simply soldier for example omono ye chewa omo court martial ni omo we no any constitution no maybe buabra there be en kan fa ho all these things but I just felt say we and ade ba so a e ma me fa pem international medina so aka ne say the recommendations about no see any GB in free constitution be bia Kojo confessor pa o GB for ye tetin crofo Mampenyin ben pa na bia GB for tetin on Ghana back so nya mampenyin Rolex ye 1992 constitution when na ye o mampenyin ohwema ye chonye president Rolex GB for boycott to constitutional assembly
yeah
isa ho say die be ntina o mampenyin Rollins na onye satan onye democrat nkofo sa amre na GB for e hanadwen pa constitutional assembly GB for ka say omonko so mampenyin Rollins timi hu say dabi sa nkofo no e wo say ye mo ba amanyu na ene enya mampenyin a oye democrat obi a ose civil liberties onye when she GB for when te ya no asem police commission council for ne sanko for na omo ye represent omo no ma meka say GB presence wo ho enkrofo bi ye dede What recommendation in free? On Kayo, Cobetin will be asked. You, my answer, young common. Inti me dear. Men can't say age consequent, we need him, dear Sibu, lawyer, any coupon, or school, Yale, why yes, I demand it. Name, let me do this, can you be or wha? Senka. You deal a budding catas no travel, your whole debut, Cobetin, no maybe. Obia Missan said, dear Ben, the fapping with Jinaso. I recommend this in GB in free constitution. Abra President Rawlings, any SKB Asante. President Rawlings said you, Honoquadi, Assembly Quakayanko. Because we say Menya. If you say Oma Omudi San Common say GB in free nan, Omuna Manu Koba Kubi, and Omodom. And Oma General say Emra, say Emrano, Abeya Manu, says a Ganano. You see, maybe I did a Manu Ko as a book or dear, and there's no because to be say a Becca crack. I was a presiding bishop to make a chair and say, "Be a Wesley MPP, Kaakyire NDC, now moderator Swamba, Ramsey MPP, be a payer with a service of God for because you see, if I can see a see kono, I saw the question of Bible, I shall new international version, maybe NDC version, MPP version. Ain't you? Media, imagine, but I imagine, and we know so GB for position. That's what I say. I imagine, and I'm did this as a view, maybe Ghana name. Ghana need it. Miss Mitchell, my general,
no correct. No correct. Not someone told me. Also say, if you take women too serious, you will die early. Until Ozimi Misa say, "Saasem no our kind." In Chimu yes, we will be able to follow Mohammed Abba Haruna.
Oh, could you? We don't bag yourself. I don't bag yourself. Oh, Debbie. Oh, I saw that American. I think some your show said, "Be who Busia." Busia, they did some maybe an American. I have my Kaisa, the P-Master General, the Kuya Assembly. Oh, could you make an say? Then Chimu say, Yamet Michimu said, Minim say, Nancy, and ma Sibu school, come here, dear same member. So we show Momunia first class. We know it. My young Kaisa, me, ma. Would you, oh, dear, because Yami Boni panel. Yamin a bomb, my bomb member. Bibia interesse member a superior to ma. No. Make it of maternity. Men are not superior to women. Women are not inferior to men. We are the same, but different. So, you so say, oh, na no boni pano. Sebio eba enkwa bema edisi ba no ba atweso. Enti di bia me ka kire mo say o. Ema ko school no. Ene se no. Nyoma se eba nimdie omo adwuma se bia oba engineer oba yewe. Oba ne kama. Nemum ya ka se sala oyoba katatenti kakra de sa do but it is a we dey be fie o. Na hu be hu se we dey be fie na so the lawyer to nche or the doctor to nche or the journalist or the to nche onu na ba no ma no difference so it is say papa bu ni nche no uzo wa be ka sala papa ehwe we it is say e ma free omunim de bremu a oh na omu ba no mu ye yire omu ye nua ma ni ko ntina sebio ya mamre mo no saka oba emfata no unse so usu asa saka nua ba papa be bo pa e na wunyini sebio yentete yensa if you say homo no bi kra na biology unse omudu menopause bi kra premenstrual stress unse na ndem bi aye we tell me patch say so we yire ye doctor the yare sem de obe ni yi no mo ba fie unua ba fie o ya kai say
oda so your ba
Itina umom ko jima sika di ya munya asem no ho
e de obegina de
no but udi go see we my papa that don't like you let's crash for your petrol no ka say because ya we ka say we kwase ya udidi wa table if so quite ho ade no ya ka che say kojo ebi ama kojo ama e wari unyade a wo family fie onyaka wo fama no what was our it is onya kwase ka ba wari so we ka say onya kwase kwa romantic odidi wa to no kra
odidi wa
no kra wa ka do kra wa ka che
ya ma memfa nkobra adwuma nsentwere adwuma oba mu na me ye sure dodo no anim se wo ye nsentwere adwuma ana wo ye sports den sa bre no ana mo ye nsentwere adwuma no ene nne se de nsentwere adwuma tie no epeja ni mu ana standards na perform
kojo appeja ni mu I mean do be be but ade ba kwa me denya me ase ne say we dey say me jom kakra
Jawanum.
me nua panyin Dr. Safuaji Kwame Sapon yen ye start say ye discuss Champions League European football and then we love you see kwani nya some capital radio say aye kwabo for some is it obi asora pa obi aye Chelsea ni or they know they start in Ghana but you I mean to say no social media and things like to say media houses ne kra no say akwantu ba say World Cup ko bitim bobusia hwema o kwanti say no utie we are na say utie sports programs na things like sports analysis and Dr. Safuji that an year na confront here say na man confront ball say on football and you say the part level you free fast so it may be out here say we adwuma wo ye player bi kra because onim ball boss na team no kwa on the fapim it na say me hu say bi tie sports programs na e man tie no e ya de pa omo analysis de no efrim nti say the economy
I see. Now yen hwemfi enra ne nra chi nkomo aba African football. The ruling na aba yenim se Senegal age African Cup of Nations. Na enra ene nra chi. Mpanimfo a wo hwe yin football so Africa ka se omo hwehwe mra bi mu no Morocco ena sese sa Cup of Nations no yede ama wo. What say na hu nkomo no omo di kire yen.
Koyo edi bi ankofo gudi pen mase. Hwe obi anim say ball kafo na yi center referee enti saa mre no say referee no hwe ne watch no gidi say Senegal for nioma no oma eja agon dia na say ko obofo say wapon hono die kamna be di Senegal for die Senegal for ye na enyefe ye nyina ye African football na enyefe eso hwa Sadio Mane no ne Kolibali senior omo na twem ranche ne se munya ba bia mokono omo wie omo coach no ye fin Senegal coach no ya fine no omo fine Senegal efi but born omo to aso Brahim Diaz bo penalty no man se ma ye to aso ama Senegal for dia ise go ma omo yewi e ma referee ni point e ma ma kaf mpanifo no musi from eba de kuwa ne share Senegal for se omo akọ dede ama ya tro say omunenda na edu bi I say Bible can say only man kwa ni mo le fataw enti de say come Senegal for say mo moka mo ntwe o maso if the Senegal for mo center referee na mo yi no wa mo whistle say wapon still and can referee ni point and a protest ba ho a na be hwe say 15 minutes na so but mo center referee na mo akaf mo yi no one boss there e be pon say referee so because obi akwanim say referee crama red cards a bro number no say 6 or 7 say less than 6 or box with say wapon say team could half time na wa ma referee box say wapon send ye bobo then to kwasi gignere team bi si o ma after some time referee ni box say wapon it mean problem say referee ni ko chi ball no to ho e ma Brahim Diaz bot semba ye to asoma Senegal for say extra time go ne there ni say me ka for ya dream the next one you say be a on be find Senegal for be a sika kese see on this zone they make up for some ultimate as say Nancy no television companies say go for they are paying money for us to watch the cup abrofi mu krom yakwa sa agree kwa no omagu no enti say ye gu ye no masesa en yefe se bi Morocco for na mu kra no so we Morocco players Brahim Diaz no ne Akim Musa no mana ubeti aka che wona na de say maybe meje
Cup of Nations
as a Morocco for na mu kra no we kwa be yasefim adibo head mawa enti me de me bompa say Senegal for some of the core arbitration of sport me bompa so me dane no na mum ye find Senegal for say bi ope kra because we suspend you from future AFCONs for the omo year because Senegal for the omo year so no ama bibrim bobo anyefe and obi say but me de na me de say Senegal plays with Sadio Mane no penifo no woman what man de catch boy imran say mesna wo mas yenko bo na the see no enti me de sare me kanu ba say CAF beji cap na free Senegal for nsem dia ma Morocco de tabi.
Still discussing issues of sports. The Black Stars we have qualified for World Cup. I think the 4th time. The Black Stars of Ghana, in preparations, in coach, and a home to Yano. Are you impressed?
David. Could you, David? Okay, Black Stars, first time I qualified, 2006. Okay, qualifiers to a baller, Isia, Numne Muntari, Numne, Sam Rantian, John Mensa, no boy, Samiko Phone, boy. What do you see, boy, cry? You call World Cup, your first week, cry, you try, we and massive. But 2010 World Cup, your first 6 matches, you really did not qualify. Look at that team, so. You call AFCON say year no cry na Asian key players be a proper you do final you need to one there. That team need to na so not quite and that say omo bobola. Utimi who say pattern we. Kevin Prince Boy to grab 50 only Antonia na ko so bobola che. Who says that time no na bilu jane na so na Black Star for bobola. Utimi who said this is I'm starting from 4-2-3-1 omo bobo to a pattern. Some rende pa na who say na Black Star jana na some jano you see movement the day you no muntai obi na muntai kra nya bi mo. Esi nkwanko World Cup hwe agree did you because our World Cup no. We share Uruguay and Holland semi-final. Now share Holland and Spain semi-final na. Can be beating yes you as en fan casem because once any Uruguay the key players be 5 or so almost suspended. Bola me share Uruguay and Holland no boy na mrantie no bola na mo na confidence because Antonio and Kevin Prince but Kojo Marfo no finfi agwa no muti na effect. You qualify yo. Party I say would the nation currency park so muntu mekano. There was no part any Mali war Accra say almost 1-0. Mali for the ball ultimus almost bought to a party. Now you call 2010 2014 Brazil could be a mass you last one if you in la yanya osha and then last year more qualifiers your brain your team o share ball a born qualifiers na ni say enka afika ye miye ye qualifiers we say increase numbers can be can qualify ball a bono and so any ball a de call World Cup and currently so you need mrantie so you say we share a Black Star pa we be Mohamed Kudus we Mohamed Kudus Thomas Partey with the Slough more experience and we share also South America 2010 pencil no form Kensin Goda John Mensah, Isaac Voss, Antonia, Kevin Prince Boate, Kojo Samuad, Andre Ayew, na Samuel Nkumo, na Suleiman Tari Kwenye regular Samuel Jan. Samuel Jan is one of the best strikers in the world. That team no your backup. Lee Adinum, Hans Edusape, Sam Rantinum na Omugum. Is a team we Semenyo, Mohamed Kudus, said the Hotona. Party. And you see that there is no set party. In Tidia America, we see we are young. Sikani ni pa utimi jona munye hieni. In Timrantena, Omona, Monsi, Papa Free Ghana, no more. Yanka Yanuntu Yanka for Mosa.
So you are also of the view,
because Yenibi,
Oma, a Wabontino. So Oma ready to buy a moment.
Yenibi, Obakaya, Kevin Prince, but it's also Mama Ghana. You qualify you last minute no become. Ball boy in the boss our World Cup in 2010. Oh, because that time no number who say to pair somebody with Antonia Nano only be this a Kevin Prince but my boy. We are said there you have emotions in your shit. You have to be very professional about some of these things. Emrantiano, young more Ghana. You need some titi or mobile kwa una bridge requirement or packages and local Ghana as a switching. In Tinumebo Monty as in the moon. Senka ye will be ya. Emrena ne wo esien na ye wo sameko for ne wo samrena ne dwan no ne wo be say ye nibi because ye mrante sibo num ne agete num ne sa mrante no de me nche na ni gidie wo mumu so o de bi no kran say kan o mo bo no nya nuru sam pempen so inte pese ye ko na England share na we for share de anya ye nko ba ye pese ye ko make impact there I see the emotions to it and I me too. Me this a coach Utoado was standards now waiting the World Cup.
Only standards I had the World Cup.
I
He's been there before.
Oh, any season. Okay. Unim. So person who's a coach be anyway a juma. Ya she see the team si bobo. And yes, all the here, uno to see opa kwe it tips to be. A dream maybe about say patini sibo. Ati omo ndanka da omo ne we different. Party be na ebo. Body is inti won say ena make kan wo hwe milo mreso. Duke Barreto Mumba fighting Djokovic no time. Would they actually say midfield of Asian Apia Muntari? You see a pattern, movement. You see, said they were playing to a certain pattern, even if they don't win. Ababesi even Kwesi Apia Kwadia called Brazil. Rabiu no. Last time I was a Black Star for ball to a set pattern, set technically. And I said, "Nyamia dom DSTV to be a ball." Say, "And be a Ushe City for bobo Ushe Kausa." Say, "If in Koye Krana, who said they are playing to a set pattern." Yeah, they're nice for Franco na yebo. And a coach who cannot pick anything when there is pressure. Last World Cup, you call last World Cup. So what do you say? The last time you qualify, what do you see? Into me maybe it do maybe a home. Kabunya na wobi. A crew na. Ahomaso ewo agrumu in England for. And so check the last time, the last 20 years, England for coach is na a free England. Gareth Southgate nebia Steve McLaren. Omoko fast Ericsson, Capello, and then German took us. Now England for crowd will say omunibi. If it's a share omu Premier League now, if it's about Premier League, England manager Bianji trophy that. And omu England managers omu coachy FA Wolverhampton normally way. Oh, because even the top clubs in England are not hiring England managers. Manchester City, no, Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, or the hill, Arteta, we after we senior about Chelsea, but Unai Emery, Villa, and Slot, we Klopp, Koye. So even the big England clubs will say England for no, or more players who are coaches the Munibi. Now England for Crasibu, Ahomaso, Ewa Gromudi, Homo de Nabe de Bomokrano. Most yenibi, share a dream may be our home. Yana Nipa, a senior home Brassier. Libya Meka Bible, Solomon cry, or catch Sidon, and say, Ye Israel for you idiaka. Mumma idia, Nayam fancy Namia Sorida. Ain't we are say, Adia wouldn't be yano. Jitum suni, Adia wouldn't be no, unibi. Ushe Kruma, Adentina and Sacred Addition Baye. It drew addition be a yeni hunindia, it cover Bruni Brassa on my technical advisor. Now, on trainee before na anyway. If it's a be as our area, you be. And now call even ministries, maybe seen there. You say, Ubehu, a project be as a technical assistant, German technical assistant. The German Bunibia Bass on my training. A Juma Oko Yesu upon research centers, a drew maybe a, you may be or I know. Yeah, I had a sabia, it me to a friend of Ubi from Bontesa, or me training my yenibi. Ain't Gagana ka FSA and Kaye will be a fine. Now, they are young say young planning. They be a mecase, un system in Gerard no. Omobo bombi, no mebe, no more coaching me. I didn't that time as I make a phone, normally see Kakuno Bobo do a tree. Now, my bread and say Asianum. GF4. Anya say, "Say Mantina Mutima Bobo is in a Bo Champions League, a Montaria Bo Champions League, Sameko for the Champions League, Sanko Fu is Amranti, no Mobo do a tree, or Makwakusia and Ancelotti Mourinho, Mo Senipa de Otini Panasia, Usia be free Nico. I didn't know if you find this our projects, yes, our footballers are more janum. Young Casaba Marco, say you UEFA coaching courses no, as a policy, and can they only crab Black Stars by your needy. Intino media, Master say, Tibetimi, Yanko pe ubia o nimdia, we any bintra. Na yamrantia na omubo yesujano. When you tell I say, Sibu, Uyo Bana, Ukunu Scasio, oh, it do realize a beer, Ubijana Bakuma Ado de Bosu Java Fadesa, Omubo yesujano, no muso mano. Oh, ye will be a fine. Someone said, baby, to be a was a menua, but play our boss in your position, but in that travel. Who could do so? We were part, but Jonas Ajete nominates Uncle for the day. So Sibonum Nase. So
yeah, call welcome there, but we need to deal with team now. You've not even have faith in the coach.
They be said to you, say yes, oh, meme them your Ghanaian. And to say con the Bubu Chuba Magana. But so be some as an analyst, and as a man can no crime. I catch us as a team there. And yet 2010 team na MIGD no. So if you say we are say yeah, more cry boy. Ebia ene, who support Wolverhampton Wanderers. Omuni Manchester City ko bon match. Oba ko next stadium aye Wolves. But who him says senya asem the besia City be hye wo. So it say ye bisa o say be out the studio, ye bisa so Wolverhampton Wanderers in Manchester City ebebo be a weekend when be win. Yes o kasa Manchester City. So betimi akono. Enti edru say ye hye agopamana say enya ta Ghana for achi. Enya radio ka bekotama chi o US. Abusi abompa ye say yenyi. Nemum eno bisa me a.
The reality is that
Ye ni England say obisa me ni England. If you krata so a England wo enim sen. So ko so say okofa sa mranta kotake saka no say bola bele abune Harry move ani mo na say Mohamed Salah sumu ne kosia o ma. So yam timi show. So
but is it not also because of the way you organize football in the last few years?
Yeah, could you we are saying untimi nua banchi ntwabru. Bible Christ did not be deceived. God is not mocked. What the man so much sorry. Ghana kwani cry pe say call heaven. Abraham Mwanza. Oh, bibia a leadership and planning. Say FMC say no. A claps penfobidia. No much chomo kwada na musa akobobo academy no akobobo third division bi on he. Ubi ho man efe from Metios ne sanema. Tetina ni ejina na so no. Tetina ejina na so. The national day games. Scouting the whole Ghana. They say Ghana sa kura bi te wa. No ni boba.
You be den hu.
So ye problem o man na no. Agro bi edi kuma hockey, basketball, hockey dey minimum. Current national hockey team a man we be ye maintain okuma se na tete o man no munni. Ba minim kwada bi o maja hockey ball it was about form play mo kotina nkran. Me kwa akram ko hockey abe ko me ye kwada ebi o mo tete ho a hwese be form police and say prisons no mo bobo la tu. Nye awufu bia na be penama ne ba akosa tibie. Nti en sa akra bi wo wa. Anasa akra bi wo boko no ni boba. Ebe ne ehuna mana bo Black Stars. Nti di say academy for kwada no mo nkran kakra na sanity. But it's no academicals. Why? They say athletics are ye. Say ye national intercolleges. Ye say ye regionals. Inti akwada oku school obi a canton second room make no o keep ko su tru me kama ye hu no. Sanity. Inti the way I hear in your money there, we are sowing wrong. What you is no coast. Comment c'est tu sais bien tama na yi so djokwata no dwochire no yi so djokwata obo ho I fanto we bo boys sa boys no polo o man na nyini be bo electric no o say you see that they were growing o comment c'est bon society a na man ko bo biebi o bo connect o ba kotoko o na ye ni momo alema one generation na ye ni momo bene enkore kwa so para mo bo academy na ye mo kwa bruchi 13 ya ti o mo age so ne ye ni o manwo na ubede no wanya timamo
Anofa ye ne ya aboafo edi nkomo many aspects of my life but somewhere January then the New Patriotic Party were preparing to organize primaries a flag bearer and ade. Then I heard you were supporting Kennedy or in Japan and I'm like how
but I wanted
to understand. When them afraid, I say, but who flyer be? You are supporting Ken. Saying,
okay, on say, if you are kunya the Shibrante be at me tribi.
Correct.
Omo ahinsi for no be at no de betanechi. The here says, so munya ko adwena dodo ne kase. Ebi a Kojo Marfo na enyama wafra na usaya enyina beta wachi. Enti say ne de enyemre se me charge nkoti na me just say de ekuna yi Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Enti ye wo so na busuam na ona yi na eta na chi ata na chi abompa ye se gidim se 2028 Ghana for beti yasem mo atoma no. Enti sa question we de nka ubisa me
but your political career, it's been on and off. I said, na MPP no atare no abesha odendenden wo hwa na eni ho what's happening?
Kojo hwe me wiase ho yenim raso ana emeya ekro bi amra nya adwuma bia mpunti umma to de country bia develop mra ya adwuma me dom ku lawyer foku no ye hyehyɛ ne sɛ wodi animu a amanyo sɛ mo de to nkyɛn nti de wo ka na no kre tama na menya mfa me hundi mu so de na interview me anopa bosi obo bio hu na edim papa echi na menam ha sebio me wa abrocha me wi school na menam ye UK youth organizer me buy obi anim make it na me be Asante Mantem lawyer for minti mingu ekona no mase ye dwuma no mra no empene sewi nti hono na awse me de to ina ma adwina me so me ye no wi a mesaba me wie na national secretary betom ho na se to aso me wo ho me se me wie no a me ba wana me nua no mo Asante me ka so senior if you say papa do jam fi 20 years e ma hada kofhwe kofa kotumhwe nyamnya dum boga 2021 lawyer for etie masem na me den na baba yewi nti from that time na from 2012 it 2024 na nya ade a meeting yi aye amanyo asem eno na ama MPP fo bi ne me enya asem tamambe ba president because all my journal say because Ghana has to say nkofo nyen nyoma yi no me yebi me maso ni kakra ne say semna sese ya na me tapese me eku no se bi o me bre me kolo school sua de me danyam sese o ma me nimdie timba be lawyer for ku no edamakoma so mintimi nkoje o mutumi emfanya de mepe tumi na me koje no se bi o sante hene kra o da bi o ha edabone ma no o da bi o edapama no o da bi o ha o yesa de o da bi o kra untimi tukoi if it's a sana na mo se free hwa entuntimi meje se bi o sikajante na so meye de o permintimi nkoye lawyer for pe enye dem amanyo sem me ade ba kwa mempe hu ne se enemiti we the MPP ni mempe se GB president and secretary me hu so wugina MPP platform so ebe me yapa enti ubenu tisi akwato no nim na MPP fo bebre ne me kontokwa samre no madwene se sebio ade a ebo se yeka se eku no menka ma no ntumi efisa me dom nti me be ba president no ma no mo ni nya asempa ye o ma no mo nim se the MPP ni ena sebio o mampanyi mahama sa time na onya mampanyi okunya ba bi ka se Supreme Court unanimous FC e papa ni ye bobo me criticize no it was wrong Abuja could not parliament keka sem for chief justice so but nana do so ye ni ma bi so ye kai that is see am see here adwuma no me consummate professional sana me so bantie eta edu be am nya problem say wo de adwuma hye me nsa adwuma ne na tesen enti me say adwuma bi am fisa me ntime menye enti say minim say me ntime fa mama nyonsem ento nchen a ka me nkoje lawyer for adwuma ne nye enti notice ya from 2012 obi ehu me wo
party platform yeah
second me ka kam ko dina kwaraso so do mun na wo mi nya pe enti no but almost say ade ba kwa ya me mpene say obehu obi na ebi a oye adwuma bia enya manyo adwuma because kojo me de ha me yem ya wokum ha pa ne de ya ye technocratic institutions ya me mpese EPA NPA GM sa Maslow no forestry commission no sanima no ade ba kwa me mpene say the politically exposed person be ko se menya yema technocrats ni nyoma adwuma say highway authority yema engineer onye na adwuma oye den mampanyi be yi baako urban routes we yema wo mu na nya adwuma omno mu nya adwuma ko mo nim de no
there's a problem with politicization of education and health in the country
you see because still na me yan say adwuma bi kra ye bo IGP yes we ye CDS debi because within the military generals no omumu baako na mampanyi be yi to mampanyi be ti ahwe mu say sanya say police for their commissioners and answer bi no be yi San sasu na me pese forestry commission technocrats no madru be director level yi baako wo NPA o my because I didn't say on my omo mo abenjo ye training omo e do makro school ye training e be dru ho ne de obi fra bonten aba be ye see
big man
oba abu na food soldier and seven this time man na institution no oh the petroleum it is medias ha regulatory bodies ne kamenya pa menim say be die so wo hwe de oman mu ekwa but the kamenya ho o see create establishment institutional way of doing things say na ye nioma meme de ene maso wo den ba ko nteta ma menya asem ntu benu so de wonim say na before be ni ma ya ka Samren. But I keep on telling them, say, me, minimum man could be a meet me and this say MPP na. Name Samijina baby. Na baby and Mijina no. Horse say am penny my yama yosama. Ada some of the better. Intimate dear GRD because we see the Union BP railway na any NDC railway. I feel be who no ebe akrano. Na ye den kofo a omuni nimdie na ye adwuma no. One hwe a ebele railway track. Na derailment aba na offense if you say ko university nature mechanical engineering na ye ntro mo NDC engineering vice chancellors sani o man ya me pesa mete say yes will be a vice chancellor or NDC need me amfa ma no obi ye we because you pon me nim esuya me kaka me nim ye me de emra law ye ni NDC law ni MPP law nti edu sani ma judges omo promotion do ne sani o man na ye hwe omo judgment sani, that is how I think it may be idealistic. Fine. It may be unrealistic. But it doesn't mean that mami jindi. Intianone
challenge our Kwame, yeah, growing up, education, and you see a sense of direction. Me kosuku ha, me free ha, me kwaha, me free ha, me nye jumaye. And net anopay, mebuna womone afraid in jumedi sunyina. Worried about the future of the Ghanaian youth. Is it because of a educational structure? No, na man mebuno no. The number sabasasa no.
Kojo Dabi. My main cancer intro. A yen koma ye di no man. Any the way I hear yoma. Kojo she nyame bo wiase. Yenko trim. Nyame ne bo good year. Nyame ne bo fango. Nyame kira da bia a good year wo. O chere bia fango. Hwe o man we ye fapem nye nyansa na ye bebre pa.
Ye fapem ne nye.
Kojo me bisa question ma me interview. Debe na me dia cheye a sombo wa man bobi din.
Oh, wamayen kwaye, wamayen oil, wamayen sika koko, wamayen nipa nkasa nso.
Sa uyi nipa sa ne ma nyame man emu bia ne won kan e wokumase. Adentina regional nyame anche ye hwe enu mum ne develop. So broni bakrum ha tiu okwa anwa kwanta geodrill so broni dia o mebi esi. Wakusunyane nanse. Newmont 4-year project. I think was one of the biggest mines in Africa. A physical room techre. Kofie do mine abofo ne tiwo. Asamanka se Pinora abofo ye we wo. Uhu broni obakrum ha senye IMF adwuma no anso ba be ye technical we as ambassador. Obi antinkra obi antinkumas. Eso ya catch ye ho se want na kra want na kumas ya wo adwuma nye. Tiwo. Nyamya sem kwa ya wapam. You are pam dada and you are pam fufro. Yamina say, Afibia Babita Muja Mponchine Minya Muja, the Biafi de Medeba, Muja neba back up. Interior say, do me bia. I will say Yakasia tea was say, you call a pam fufro. Me, I never come a catching memory say. Ukusunya Engineering University. Ontna crime to come as engineering may be near. Because mines, you will so. And why I'm free. Yamina born is how. And wo boss. E wo damai. E wo nsuta. Petrol no. E wo nzima. Keep 3 points over be wo. Inti unko ye engineering metra kra metra kuma so ye adwuma engineer. Inti na de bia no. Ye mebu no gidi se so ma nya abanjuma. Dia medicine medu se we so ko siri. Na mo se Ghana how ye serious country.
Oh.
So what's Tamala Koboga? Uhu assassin. Savannah and Daho flat. Yanyefi also. Argentina for the savannah, and how many kinds of savannah we yes? Into Nakopa mouth coastline, or mouth forest, or mouth savannah. Was there come now Oko Burkina Faso, the got crack in tools. Here, go to my example. Hako's on Boda. You see, Butana, and Dama, Butana, idea. Say, if Beho. You see, no broso, and you see pong headworks, say residual water no. You see, Burkina Faso Bagari Dam. Choma Katesu, Afibiano, bien sûr. Adentina yentin fa yadwene. Yes, residual water na afibia ye de be fi Bagari aba. Yenye bibi na nka yefa nye irrigation. Edu ana asenko for your massa. Enti se yansesa yadwene se ministries area ho. Na obi asebre wode a ye bebre. Omanwe ya sika ye gudie ne bibie wo bia ni nkran finfin. Ade ba yem pese yensa be ye fi. Kojo me chewa na me ba obade. Nya me ka kire Adam say, hwe no ba ni eboy, be dia mafo aduane. Omo bi odi ayi da. Nya me an kire Abraham Adam be bia gold wo. If you say nya me pese obre na won saye fi na wura asase ne mo say yendi asase so. You subdue something by conquering it. Bro, need to be chrome. Ni chrome, who just say, no, a bank cry. No, a fat plane will come no num touch, let a free super chrome. So, O2, a good year. Skakoko. Now, about tight and cry. A cambrofo. We always can chrome. What the bubble boss here? And to say, oh, my, Yamia boy, Yamini mistake, Yamisi mistake. Yamini ni madukuntia, one fat. Adibia sumbu bianse enkrani kumase. Inti nyabe pso chere se debe rural development. Inti se yesi ebetena kumase atena nkraya. Ojo yenyi da. Enye mumi bi ni adome ya.
Eze kokru ketwa ni ho.
Inti na omawi minima de kontia obi ehun say rural development is our destiny. If you say uko university ya ho. Ni a kire wo say economics. Maybe economics, there is a location of factories, raw materials. That's what I catch. No, Ubi a man catch somebody obey energy city wa cry. Two, Nakopoma at Jubilee, watch our fan, and was immersive. That government policy said, but they can't be fracture say it makes sense. Because only PhD been to Kayenti. But I did be what, additionally now. Intimate problems, I didn't think a kruma. Ekura nyamia che bibia ba nyame na nkasa no amfa anyewe na broni timete Manhattan no tu aba betena bogoso na wo ya wo efe ampama me okusko akrantu sisi de bui ko sa netie as timber on ze do commerce nkran cocoa western north Ashanti rural Ona kuku ne wo. Sanko de no muni hafu muni dua kuku wasa. Inua no komasi, inua no nkran. Enti edrum ne bia ho. We enti se do pa he. Konkran ko he. O collabo ni cantonments wa. Restaurants ni bia banko ho. Albitimi de 30 December I develop. But in the same, you see, at times edrum ne bia ya me Jones say Ghana no what is going because the things that we celebrate hotels. Hotels, restaurants, and beer bar. My partner between work out channel. It be quite my so the quite come quite my sets coming. Who took Carafa cantonments, Olive Gardens, one Fairway supermarket, one restaurants, suburbs, Turkish one restaurants, one was a beer bar, they say now a first one now man for bodem near budget so can we sustain this to develop?
Is it the political leadership? Or the religious leadership, or the traditional leadership?
You know, Mame, Misa question be. Maybe some Saudi San Komo Mame. Oko tech, omo economic syllabus, KGTI economics ka ho. Minim. Legon for economics department, Makola economics kahon. UPS in Madina, some market informal. Are they taught at school? Because every country starts from an informal primordial state, not a formalized.
Developable.
Intina Ghanaian graduates kwa bucho mo yadian. Inti minim the any fault. Minim the any fault. Because all of us must be. Young politicians, you know. Many politicians, you can ignore them. Because in most countries, you know, America universities no year research, Silicon Valley many bring more research. Donald Trump to White House over White House kind of brought. The universities are moving. So, intimate problem is why do we think that we can do things different? Yes, so yeah, the say. Man will say intimate who dear because my job was okay Okaishi Kantamanto Abusu Okai magazine Makola Asafo Kaswa market takra de kotokraba markets nisa markets na sika e wo hono ebi ni won say AGC Anglo Gold up to this day you share na the economics of that area for them to have knowledge about it. I mean, yeah, KFC no, and you'll be a chick akoko ofie na or massive for the year no there aye. Chocolate Heinz tomato ketchup aye global, not it in tools. Fiat and yellow no mechanical. But say omo ko university. Now you are sure anything that they'll come and work as lawyers at the legal aid department and take 5,000 cities a month. Into mine, I don't think we even know where we are headed. Because I do maybe so T budget now T brofune can and cry. Now after Ghana USC. After Ghana we the kind na Christian Commissioner, na Mosec court commission. That time Deputy Director General of Finance Paula Baby Okase be train. Unim say Morocco, Casablanca for stock market, or more capital market, bear 10 times a day. But you're more fund managers than them. Oh, yeah, about time. Lawyer for Muska. Muska. But I'm just thinking, say, if the graduates, especially their children, understood the potential of that thing, total, they would then formalize it, turn it into global brands. Because all the global brands you DHA chocolates in there, their father started out as primitive. Now, sorry there, my menfa adebi. I will not blame anybody. Bible catch and say, Beria for no soon ya missing Thessalonica for. If it's almost take their poor kind, omo be dina be share trim say their poor kind no cre. And no kwa sorry, I the mobile phone buy. Obi afa phone na so focus in bia na oti. Nipa say na kokra omo taking notes be fie be fa Bible say. And the Reverend Bishop Kojo Marfo because still sorry, not so far catch you say I declare unto your life. Your blessing is on your doorstep. Now you should call your doorstep. It is not there. Because one of the things I'm going to see about the new religion is say it doesn't teach suffering.
It doesn't teach suffering.
Absolutely. Okay, Kojo, Nyankopon Israel hine back up in David. Kebra obere aso dia konya nema. So mo munya no free no hwe do mo ye. Oh say we don't teach suffering. In terms of parents in there, you prepare them. All I put in kwada aba na say no. Omo ntimi nko ba bia. Ye na say omo. Nti ye nya ka ho. Kojo me call Professor Bonsimson Papa, Dr. Bonsimson Deyi e Cape Coast na me kind biography. Oko suya medicine adwuma wo Wales teten. Oba me bi o say adwuma se. Bogatanga. Even some fu mu na sa bie do mu na start say. Eso ene KNUST ne Legon doctors. Eso omo tra enko FNC ahafukra. Think about it. Tete doctors say bomudin Professor Juan. So omo na chance tete civil servant o papa civil servant but kasebia or koha and then obit meet na ministries all his career. Because your money at the omo na say no. Ya ka say himself me no nya ye ma omo ntimi survive outside Accra. Enti eno no so e hwan. Enti say kra no so aban kra so the adwuma ko na say Ministry of Health for say omo post to doctors. Girl ba ko na comments from post no social media say okọ paga. But And some 12 for man can was them. Man can was them. Till man can was them. On my way home, and this baby is them. A high now, young can was them. Something as doctors refusing posting to the rural areas was not a national crisis. It's a national crisis. Because they say, as I'm in there, you took on you, but you are you, baby. Then, Asamakusi.
And there wouldn't be doctors to take care of.
Maybe something say we our pressure control that moment, and I say sugar level because it be stabilize or crama be discharge you. And so fire because it drew a crana, we see ourselves like I say we are my man. National service postings. If I connection with the ministries.
So what happened? Because then you saw it you.
Could you say a year entity in and I'm going to say, you see, I did be or the entity in Minu Minusa. Ubi and can't say in no matter bury me, some quite in a kuma. So for Bianca Sassam Nanchim, into me, mammy, me mammy, me mammy, I never come be a call bunsa. Mamma Thomas said, Norip, Tamale, and never call in an hour at Chileku. And I know it will be a school. It goes to a international data school. It may be a school, Ubia Cosra or Mammy, Votarian boys and no Ticomasia. William Numinakana, because the Macquarie Mako and kind for Udoy Numinako beyond Beko. And then one of the best now, Mammy, if it's an Asia, but the affairs are background by one woman. And what I want, Casano Monty, could you? Only what to bass on cabo from Qua, or bed no Bangana. And Quadano moves almost on Moncon, baby, apart from Bofom to Cassabi. Could you tell us Boffy any attempt as on Musia Bofoca? It is a Quadan tree Cassa. Now become Bofom Qua. Apart from Yaboaf will be so more a doom and no macabrofono. If I so be told the Cotna, it's a Sioho medical center, Cranfaso be any so. Enti Santa Tiana Yayano, ye rural area to say, Sibu a ye Bonsem Jimbi and Nase a you. And now could you wear you son will be a question we. Mammy Jumao ages to 26 years. Oko Boasano or Boase HIS Albury. My classmate Dr. Stephen Boach, no, by a name timber company, financial controller. Obana Oka a dano mudia is Kofori Jiu. Minya Ketua, because a mammy near Ketua. Okuno a general manager, Bonsa type company. Those days, the Bonsa. Kabnamo custard or move dinner or pan this annual man. Those days, Omano Muti Pristia, State Gold Mining Company, Omano Muti Samra Boy, Zaklano, Omba School. Now, if you would like to do, hey, La Fisher Lactoji, a shop bosu. Na ye kwasi fu ye bi awsa ablo paradise chitre ela ojo so
wakotono
18 that Mr. Toboso ti adenti na ene I reverse adenti na tetene papa mu hu so okay se be develop ho a ye nyam ko fontena ho na niji mra ko di me ka se bi chobi se galamsey enama galamsey aba because you saw na senior staff bi ate oboase no kwa na better ma river pompo ko tunzu egum because make yin na is ko oboase ne some mining companies on ma dia ya outsource schools ya outsource hospitals na
the amanko
no martin to ko ye mo aka na ma ba to betia to nsu esi ne fridge mu 1 week but ye so ma me no in essence sister no senior staff for oboase hospital e ka omo ho kokofu hine no the headmaster AGC Satan AGC school. Omu na ti krum ho, na ti krum ho. Ibe pia bonte akwa bonte ne commentaries asori dem. To takwa Pristia obi anyone on ne ren ne matimo. Inti sempelifoni na timo from general manager eba manager director ba bi siwe. One the be pene say kutu nsuo ne say takwa nsuo na enyewi. You inti say na me metiwe. Samire ne me matikuma se na me adwuma wo bogoso. Metimi ato pure water go me fridge mu 1 week. That weekend maba. Enfa me ho. Ni nyina ka ho because we just think say the policy be aba. We can just practice it. So outsourcing. Abofo ne bitimi asua. But there we have to build communities. You have to build communities. Ebene sa Dr. Fase ba yeke. You be say ye specialist. How come say ene? There's only one cardiothoracic center in Ghana, Kolebu. Conference Kolebu. Inti debe na chance ka regional hospital be Ghana be a teaching hospital level. Inti akodano so ko boko government hospital. Kwa obetimi ya ba be specialist. Oui. Two. Adentina cardiothoracic center. Kolebu nko anewo. Inti edu maybe I don't blame Nkwadano because me kwa tene krase. Na minya me specialization enye because edabi me kai ajimamenu convert or say about 80% of doctors work in your hospitals
region
and Greater Accra. Now how many teaching hospitals do we have? In Tisaka regional hospitals ni na no omo cardio unit one unit nansi kra conference say they be lab na so mo nibi no doctor bi wu ye
akomande na omo dey stabilize
BBB lab kra omo nibi can you imagine conference nibi. Let's build communities. So rural development, you build communities so people can go and live there and enjoy life just like any other health facilities. Me AGC hospital. I'm telling you. And you call theater Dr. Bampo, theater this one. Not convert to Besson die. It may be son me yari open college. They me call boise. Because mammy is senior staff. Here Beckham, near been a Beckham conference. As when it says a dream kid, only a ma community or something. These are some of the things that we have to look at as a nation and sit down. Not only a dream may be a man of four mamun and central for Mummy and man your summer here. Oh, it comes back to haunt us and we waste time on it. More example. President Kofosi Jubilee House. Shedi Kafa. And then can you imagine the castle being the seat of government? Look at Bofana Kalisus Mahamaetro, Bra Obre. If he said, number to say, or Mampenia coin to no man, and your politics. Or Mampeni baby obey Juma, and your politics. Hospitals, Nesanima, and your politics. Now, you see hospitals where young commission, and your politics. But you see, it do maybe we encourage our politicians to be make Kamenya. I was saying programs, so sign your matter say health policy, no sign man, China up and down because there may be a security and your politics because go to enemy community. Me be piru and this, me be pini. Ye be say a down. And the police recruitment, police protection, police say resourcing, and your politics, military resourcing because me be say me tia me just ko di war phobia invade Yenante Okra, Yemenanti, now so I am. Look, it's even a point. You may be on. Nationalistic 24/7 politics. And let's stop giving platform to some of these things. It do other things I better politics. Because you, Oman Penny be our way. So young people, so young DC. Oman Penny, the Yepeja say, oh, the Konkwana a constitutional crisis. Buying body. Intisad man who could talk black one or more year. You say, go 4 years, Nissan man. For me, I have a problem with it. I will see a team who say your coat can be yourself. Maybe to say maybe your penny better. Maybe a man penny a bear to president or Paul Juma no to can of course chain whom so baby. That is wrong because we cannot protect him. And to say your presidential residence say yes, see based on security or man penny be our boss. I feel now feel what you know. Can I will say White House the enemy. How do you tell me how gadgets why now? We are not at all. Ain't say your office because you Jubilee House, we did say protected, a secured. Ain't say no matter say man penny to coin. I didn't think so continue commercial we na obi command in so bi na say bibi woman. And I say CBO man penny to so odi go hwan come kana obi out think take it etinche. Debbie. For me, these things are not discussion, and yet discussion because and yet they are we are not at all now. Because I see it to be born a home by. I say yeah, Air Force 4. And they need to coin, knowing very well that this is the terrain. Obeka President Kufo time no come baby old president didn't have a problem. Former Chief of Air Staff Samson Ujene Air Fly. Look at the way I shared the way landing because he was in charge of his commander in chief. Say you commercial airline, Africa route, could be an inexperienced pilot to be. Also, these are the difficulties that we face with the way we do politics. Maybe why I am phantom chain.
And of a year, come off Fache television, Daybreak, Jumedi, na yede ebro, ya wafo. na me ne edi nkoma no pay dwumadie ne fa we edi auto car rentals adaroma ene de bro edi auto car rental adaroma one wo Kumasi airport runabout wo ben DVL another children's home so we do asante mantemu na opeka e de edi udwuma bia frɛ edi auto car rentals wo ben wo beba na wa besom comprehensively done for you. Insurance want to ye nyina waye kama. The comfort of the vehicle is also important. Inti nye car bia na wotena car edo obekwa akodu na edo obeba asundwem. Se obedu asante mantemu eye yie ho ntotoye, eye wedding ho ntotoye, eye business meeting bi ho ntotoye. Ana se akoba se utu kwan ekọ western, se utu kwan ekọ bron ene na hafwa. Any edi auto car rentals in nkomo na wonfa onko central region na onko ye tutuye no ema me ka kire wo se opese amanfo hu se waba town na sika hye obotobu nso a free edi auto car rentals na for shege reasons onfa onanti kuremu na obi hu se wonso wabedu edi auto car rentals adaroma ene ye de ofen ebrel show numbers no na free won na obedu a wani anyew arehoso momumfa nkodu asundwem momumfa nante asundwem na oniema nyina nko kamama sit in a car and be sure that your conversations are never recorded AD auto car rentals and open waka ho bi ene edi dwumadie ebrel yeah one of the issues of concern for me, and I'm sure that anybody who is looking at the political terrain, the transition of our political personnel. So, and those who are vying for positions within the NDC, those who are vying for positions within the MPP, does it give you a hope of a political culture, a way, a future?
Maybe can't me. I'm saying the be a pem but some make. Minim nipa o train kroma se uwie school na ababom no why ready so baby enkaka se usua de to aso se bia masters thing bibia ya apprentice me ene de ma me fa me Wesley na me so kakramra adentina Joshua timide Israel for could do Boshasa, so Moses sent me. It's not Moses in Jacob di Kutahon anymore. If you say Obakaya, Nasi be Macron a chain a quiet for Sukra Nipa, no experience. Moses too. Moses, I'm not afraid. But ever is a jet to Besran, okay, there's a catch. We had there was a Ubiasa there be many parishes, so no, he was even experienced. When Timmy and Famo, as Joshua Nana on in Jacob ni. But Nyankopɔ ka kyerɛ Moses sɛ wakoa Joshua sranu na onni wade. Samuel krana Eli nyame yi ne sa free no ho no Samuel kodidi ne naso. David so na kyerɛ no sɛ di hini. If it's okotena fie ho sua nim. Enti dia me kyerɛ ne sɛ yam problem with your politics straight to the top.
Straight to the top. Straight to the top, Chelsea.
On say, and comfort be bree no buy na. Be a we school abu wana pine. Oh yeah,
9 penny.
Enti system no MBLD sa we know of growing through. So sibia obesha se kakra wa ha na unemwa system no MBLD sa. Enti en comfort be bree. Enya jina bia jina even though we are omabodin krata so a omo nimde no omo ni experience no na won say nipa nimde ho edum bia nipa to say emotional intelligence efienyansa sisi kasa sisi kanipa boom abotre ni sanima it comes with maturity over the years ye nyina no oto ani hwe wachi a ubehu say oye anioma bi me Kojo me lawyer for we. Me started na me junior lawyers representative. That they also the be social secretary. But now you your money organizing your money. Me be regional secretary. If you know, say now who senior, now who bring maybe Oscar regional vice president, maybe regional president, maybe regional secretary, me call bar council at that time, me call you committee to the bar president. Many Peter Jitim na net to J. Kajamai. Who read them on the way and the Budua boss my book quasi poly the gem fee. Wow, shall team meeting as a satana, maybe 10 years at the bar now, but Copana, Peter Jitim, yes, Mr. President, but now. Omo kasana yiti na odi omo naso me back 2013 as regional president the tosa meg national secretary ntu bu ndisa mene the boss 24/7 Tony so starting and I'm so sad in the best secretary president na yet system na se in the sense that we had grown through it and I'm a president na why me because you may be a first be can me sa experience na you may be to say be a senior past president Bill Biao, Uncle Sam, I'm facing this problem. Watch also, yeah, what happened here, you know, relating to people, calming down, toning things. Yancho Law School. Yancho baby, it is because you were part of the system you grew up. And I won't say it drew maybe uncle you. So Ben Penny be cry. What me who from so? Oba be Penny. No, it would have said, I hear near crowd, Tetano. I did not near my be at this young school. Two, set on bet nephew. Na omo aye be a unanatia cunyaso, na oye na koa, or concunya dem, na uneneko, or ya mania now no udia sama, na o sheno. Into be say, unana crowd, and would be free open you kumenu. Friends say, Bechanina uncle school, and on any dream. It is over by a lawyer. Now Baba ye ohina unim so peyi kumenu na won school da no do e bia go down na corner so why you na se unim sade na e bia oti kumase lawyer boafo abe lawyer for president akunya beto nya be fa no omo se ohu opeyi kumena wo betwadi kwa ba o ba kasa mama metie enti the politics transition say me hu say emrante ni bebre no ye nya abotre am picking up experiences and it starts from this media maker. Main two be for say who university ya politics mo. Yabi. Koye juma. Worry. Pay school fees. Okay, on say say man necessary. On say go to will even your life on. Say we a brand here. Now weekend we show otaswa. That this weekend shall be home. Boys, no more test town. No more Germany. Afubu no kofu baba betoso. Nya fro say uhia pampers. Sa sika na sa 1000 aka do boys in the town. Chale
what they call town kola ho niam.
Afubu say it na dey say ye PSC for ya dey job so because okawo nya fro ni scale could school fees bia. O say do be able to pay school fees na wo bon say bon because kwaya wo fa so here life. Oh, it teaches you life. And man who say we are say go for bread. On say yo tio scale twema because we schedule we are talking. But say what struggle ultimately say papa ya wetimi aye we no pa no we be be calling us ube so on dem ye adwuma adwuma kusua no school no ye say adwuma no wakusua e be a law be ye lawyer record to them ye copy o de ye bibi practice on say ube say ni pemu ne sa no because could you tell 2 million papa e di 2 million it me 2 million me fee de be hu bi on say uko not by regional minister. That's the first time I said my lawyer in Kaakyire at least 8-9 years. Unim na me mama man ko residency. Me share that because me run residency na attendance no go. Bibia anti se me man ko weekend na omo table so na ye empanifo betimi ayo mo nananom mo madwase na me ntama mo ko. Omo pe chocolate ne da ha see be come papa office. We are telling campus go on Sanyo Manu or district or we are so but no bonny brave. Enina Kufwa by a few. Or back to normal life. But I'm a say, it decided we can that depa na cafe or say brass no nya Sanyo Mawia. And a free honor. Obey it. Most people call politics more sad. And terminal. Omulu so mo prime so omulu so mo hudia omonya no direction. Inti the make chance could nya brabe sua sa adwuma no. Never be to say aware kra, o de nya aware kwa de. Wo ti o na ye nya ti let's look back. Who started say and school fees. Now we say be a plot with our try to achieve something in your life. Maybe I did penny for national usia. Eba I know it teaches you life because you never be Brian assassin so you in the classroom. Me, maybe I'm a career. I do back na me ye as a lawyer and say, penny bia would be a fear queen more by so baby any saman so. Or Bana say, no one day, none we never be bisano. Woman never cast in the actual. Almost you, lawyer, many bia. Many so dear me wo. Me fu bia once in between. Maybe so the our Arabians are who said they no more. But the point is that then you realize we are say a time. Any bread when you saw the war, any sign of man crown, and yet so, but on say, no, until many nights, it was a body fat crowd will be body better crown, a boy workers were pudding. But so when your penny be a man, I just say, and after you too, it my pombia, what can I have you? Doctor, we are back your house officer, lawyer, will be a pupillage, sofo, trainee. I didn't say any money now. Young financial was self-fitness. We come medical school, we a doctor, best student in surgery. But we are confidential. Young fat business as a be a professor. We be kana we say lawyer. You do man crown. O first 6 months, we won't be in court. We didn't penny for an answer. Sana brabono. Etie. The mention say we know. And now ni kojo. I don't know because I'm noticing the say. May 97. Number papa minority whip. Na me call parliament pa those days. Na me call shano sata na me call this asset na or practice. Ube kono nebia or chamber of parliament. Na me call tina public gallery. Now we share TH Mensa. Now we share DH Uswe Champon. Donunate. Eske Boafo. Akufo-Addo backbone. Like both sides. The maturity of their debates. No more we are. We are saying Emma wow. Or more we are not about na echiri hono. Lobby hono. Ho, ube kona comfort as money comfort to usu. Fantimine MP no. Deputy Manu. Fantifu rubber for more no mood no more come more fanti. Oh, kada because do to be correct we school. Do not take a chief pass SKE on your grassroots. Do a jahono but on parliament. But the decency. The corona so corner say more discuss here there. The intellectual power that was illustrated. But and then when did morale call parliament? Me bar president. Speaker ba bendia the be out in so sorry. Say bar power ne yen etc. E no invite me ko sooner. Now was at a Yaudi Pusakra, ya ma VVIP. Now the corner diplomats ne share because Akufo-Addo dey be am say bet one man no share here. Then Kofi table so when the chair parliament say morale na eto no take and the Commonwealth in the parliament. Then say you do state of the nation address a concert. Debates are attended. But could you why not a reward this anchor for? Because you see when you play politics na radio station do be at them. You know my post case. Why you see the mention is a system in the yard they are saying because at the intina we share the NDC MPP for President Rawlings on the dear bar Fourth Republic. Look at his cabinet. Ubeda Samoa, Kwesi Butchie, to look at FNC we Alhaji Muhammad Idris. To that's in my Mitchell, look at the level of temperateness in the Fourth Republic. Look at the people. President Kofoso look at the people that he brought. Did you ever see any of them insult anybody? Also, better somebody you be at them. Oh, Ambassador James Victor Beho. Come on. Come, Pepra. Amakunyama. Did you ever hear President Ko? At the internet now, uko internet, utapa, ubenya people holding those positions who in the past were insulting people. The ministers here when we internet so ubenya some holding very portfolios they were talking like that. But unya biwo Alhaji Muhammad Idris. How many people even knew? And when I say Rawlings cry we know. Inti then and you do some now you departing from home. A situation where now I say everybody is trying to, let me use the word, misbehave. It may be a tune in to the State of the Nation address. Both MPP and NDC with their main fund to one side. Now Jensen. Because NDC if we are power. They are complaining. Power, they will be doing the same thing that the MPP are doing. The same thing. It will be the last 8 years. And I don't know. And now you see, the bank will say, yes, people who don't want to be part of that will start pulling away from politics. And I'm sure no. Because I didn't sure say, doctor, a mistake were confanotia, much one person. Lawyer need SOB as a but politician, ye mistake, it affects all of us. Because and next education minister Tia in Nayama in Nenanum, Ubi anyone who did this school at the time. Apumdi, Ubi anyone who nippabini apumdi issue. And the other professional affecting now. Yenti and Inko.
What kind of education as a Nimisao? President Mahama intends to build about 200 basic schools in Yandi. The basic education you enjoy, and the basic education today.
Well, as some work have been asked me, so the massive. You only I don't quite how many will how I am politics for me. The free be Judas mentality.
Judas mentality.
Only Judas mentality. On say you Judas not hear you to seek as a man. And Mary Magdalene the perfume good is that's not as okay. And can you tongue at the boy here for a Bible saying could be a free. Yeah, Yamia Shire. Who say you support to policy be a benefit a ma? Who say Judas for? Could you President conform reso? As a message as my President conform reso. I know the free basic education by the party no crowd with fee. So not the buy. Now, if we say President Kufuor do face HS buy, could you prepare college Wesley girls no once move free, but give them the double track here more control. Obian say there's 5% protocol. It is all about single tracker. What is going to happen? And why is the double track not being young? But the truth of the matter is that the reason why the free SHS is popular is because it benefits those who have the voice. May they come to cap on Mampenu Kufuor can say free SHS, may they call Edujam. As a time model schools, may they call Edujam fee. Buenim Kofie J. Ena Odogon on Oma. Kabe Beka. But the double track was sent to Pukuware, was sent to Wesley Girls, was sent to Sahara schools. That is why it's popular. But can you invest more in secondary education than in basic education?
It's surprising we are doing that.
No, but we said it's the greatest social intervention of all time. It shows you the Judas mentality. I don't bring pleasure. I don't want you. As a politician, I'll do what the people want. Say we Aaron Crown, Moses Chayan, or you don't want to and did you party we Yakupon Cra? Israel for cause some of us my if I was farmer. And the politicians giving people what is popular there. I'll do what he's done. But I'm just saying that as a nation, and now Omontimasi will take no. That as a nation, the discussion should be young. Because if we tell the president that listen, when we walk ground from Marcy, have a bantama early, when I'm a school. And how many SK buffers can come from them? Jacob for Kowasim, Kofiana Kowasim. And to say Nam Krumha, school under trees, a BNY secondary school. My name is junior lawyers Nekwachimo Daka Chief Tansimata. And you're far. They are writing the same exam as rich children. And to make the greatest, maybe one of the greatest dishonesty that we've created in the Fourth Republic. And Saitofua your mama. Because if we back on the community, we do SHS now to Brofwa. And they say, so untimi and Kenkaya a baby. And you could add Tina. Ye ni kain kasuki fine. Ye investing inside to. Now, only my dear Yanamia. When was Keriba will be school? Let's look at the cultural things that we talk about. Uba kono be a shao or ye may us may school. Because from childhood, the first exit of education has been the end for so many people from that class. Tetelo, we side 2 as 7 we school wo Kojo Marfo ene wo besa akosua akosua bi aka ho ye nya kwa medinka onyi ya akwa PhD egu school enti ye ma no enwie school till the mention say enkwada no obeyi so mewie school they don't go beyond. I think na you make sure say the first exit is well resourced because Ghana no omo papa mu ye ekuafo settler farmers fishermen omo ni so beko kodo so into omo no they are going through the process mewie school no me framen toma into tetanus are 7 say JHS into so what omo na se a kai say university education go for kwado mama omo mpe me ko machine ku na me nyanko board so me ko omo speech day and I'm quite a bit to Buffalo Mocano, SP girl, Wesley girls, Buffalo Pard, no Canesado. Let me change back, say. Then Quadawi, or can I send me chairman, or say, and Quadano Muko school was a penny. We know to them, no, Achina senior high is the school that they don't even think about going to Louis or Puguara. So you need to make sure that you understand the mindset of those people. The main problem is Ghana, let us stop and decide, say, within 1 year. There should be no school in Ghana that should be on the trees. Me call Reverend is to that Abaso Kodenja. I said, what am I reading less? Abiliba Saitono, Bomito Bogan about Abiliba. Dana Rebeho. Yani if it's Obiana Tibia international school. No, in there are some areas there are no international schools. But because you do be Accra ni Kumasi, no say Nama Morning Star. Now could you make me point this? Say no crepa na yanka. Read school fees, yes.
No boarding.
Hilltop school fees, yes. Now, me be catch you say, ya obuafu. They me ba aku school or rate. Na kutu has a 4,000, 5,000 a term. Now, me ne ko Prempeh College. Me tuya ni free. Mako ni free. Na nyamya doma. Say some heavy kobayede. No, but one I know very, very well, say. So I have 5,000 cities and me tuya no one term. I'm a teacher, extra teacher no. For somebody that is his yearly income. Enti me catch on my penny say be srew. O de mame me mintia even less than mintia 1,000 a term. Protocol na your town is schools no. Me ma trap on college board so that how many people approach me with money some me to me protocol ma won. Protocols na your town san kwada na nka some ko say ne was we old student. Na say o te board so somebody can buy protocol we are 50,000 or better. Yes. Why are we deceiving ourselves? And now go school more. Media makers access and yet dumping. Your last speech there at Prempeh College, the students are 4,500. And then in Korani Biko school Monday. Lewa. Dabra mbefi. Ye Easter is akoba. He say kwa uni beda about school. Adia for nebo de no. On say if free teachers buy, parents can no more question education. Because I don't understand the certain no. Uko school September, no be December. Now go January, no about March or April, depending on Easter. Now go school April, no June, no more natural. Then university be September, no more quarter as well university. So we are national service. Ni na call long vac. And then I could be me feel school.
Na ya omo school abefi ebie school ko. Ye nya report o. Say oko school no na this year let say na net.
Man telephone the month. Me akode bi abe o temba be tia be hwe school. O Prince of Peace. Oko school Monday yo. Na me only Monday. And I kadi Augustine. O wasante my daddy you will fie. You go school March 16th. Ombesa ba say Easter break no masako. Na nkwada no so ebi wo school le bia pie. Kojo ni bia meka e Ghana high school aye ko nyina. Na che yanko nkofa. Uko Boguari, unim say at least e hwan bi unim no e bi. Eso unim say kwada no ko school a. Ebi wo school
maybe wo fie.
So
they don't get to know them.
The point, even discipline wise. How can you, a school that was built to take 1,000 students, who have 4,000 students, how can you even control that? Master GS for so as I don't want to ban punishment. Master, they know different versions of crab. And then current school have to upon video more the two now some catch you be saying, Karabano, yes, be a time here, yes, you by Jimmy dormitory, no, you record here. But is there more no be crafty, no be crowdy because the masters cannot even control the members, let alone seize the phones. But when you tell me old school, colored uniform, creating a check will be a trunk in free. And the American say education is not putting people through classrooms. It affects us as a nation. And to me, Kameka say, at least no. Yenya trainer, any kind concentrate was Saito. Make sure that according be any Ghana how because Saito Sibiu, because Insuta only. Uben Samye Bar President, I'm supposed to say free sanitary pad program. On my recall. You see NGO food. One is one of the main cause of absenteeism at the GHS level for females in the rural areas.
Yes.
Menstrual. Can you imagine?
Our time is up. Yeah. President Mahama is doing his second term. You be your first one and second one.
Okay, to be honest, I mean, me and PPD, I think that he's learned certain things. I mean, now I still not like the way he does certain things, but at least no. I think there is some change crazy, but I think that populism is a also. That's my problem with President Mahama. And yet they be man penny the lead, especially also quite the own way. But says how they say ubika we no aye we ubika we no aye we ubika we. It been a constitutional review ade. Who of Fiajo commission there. CI 64 and no commission of inquiry. Munye sika take evidence. What was the need for we? And then we be a neche ebine sa animal we. Ebine Unuai plane no use and I miss my brother's plane this animal. Top. We should just stop this and then we can see and why you say and then we can see and why you say. Ebine is increase in go for form. Idea how many you don't tell people that I'm going to recruit people to security services and it's directed to full soldiers. It's dangerous.
Wow. And okay, yemfa insiha. Na menawasi say wenya bre na wabe joining. Whatever happens, do you see Dr. Bawumia winning 2028?
Yes.
You are sure about that?
Yes, I have to be sure.
You have to be sure.
Yes, but he's going to win. I think he has an advantage now. Because
I don't want you to give me a name, but what kind of a national chairman are you looking at?
Let me see. For me, if you are asking me, I'll be true. Between Ejako and Afoko, I'll be okay. If Afoko is coming, only Ejako me,
you'll be okay.
Absolutely. You know why? I'll tell you this for free. It's up to your party. I don't want that situation where the party chairman cannot stand up to the flag bearer.
Okay.
Yeah, President Kufuor time. Because you had the Odoisaks, the Peter Jites, the McMenus, you Haruna Isekus, who were, I'm not saying they opposed or undermined, who were independent. There was a bit more. But you could do maybe that party, I want the party headquarters to be at a salam down. Kanda. And I'm enough physical. I don't want, see the idea that a flag bearer puppet or a flag bearer in position should be national chairman, I'll oppose it. For the sake of our party and our history. I want the party headquarters to remain at a salam down. Let us have a party that is independent of we, because Sadiano, a being, I mean, let me do pempen so be a ha. Yentimin Kanabonte, Asifin. Yensan come back to Israel for Omukosum Balam Consum, no matter call. If you ask me, I'll tell you. If Polafoko is contesting Boache Jakon, I don't know, Afoko has not confirmed, we've heard it. But Boache Jakon, for me, the two of them.
Any of the two should be fine for you.
Absolutely.
All right.
And any the two of them, no, I'll be campaigning for them even for free.
I see.
I'm telling you. Because I'm just saying we need that presence. We need that strong leadership.
That's just about it, Anope. Na Dilovia or Ga South District Assembly, and there is a special one from Opuku Justice to you. Dilovia of Ga South District Assembly and crying, and there happy birthday to you. Obi bia na wawoda Onyamin Shroud, no Omanadom and Yakasewa. So yeah, that's it. So the Yes.